Alright, we're live. Angerfist, will you?
The powers that be have been on my ass about this, so here I go. What you're about to witness is for mature people. They will be killing, swearing, stealing, and maybe magical people. I don't know, they seem to have gone missing. Most of that is definitely fun. I should stop warning people about this.
And we have returned. Last we left off, you had all gone through a portal. As you find yourself at a rather strange looking metal platform with a even stranger thing. It's this giant machine with large boxes that are attached to it. On tracks of some sort. Minecart tracks, almost.
This looks...
As you see people boarding this weird contraption, and an individual comes up to you. You must be the last to arrive. Please, please, enter. We must make haste.
Up. Angus is just looking around to see if A, Axteth is awake, and B, was Nubek teleported here?
Nubek is not there yet.
Why would Nubek be with the unsavory types? Come now, he's
As
increased
for
in rank.
Axteth, it seems like he has passed out.
It's annoying.
Nubix wouldn't be with your common.
Why leave him here?
He looks... Oh, don't worry, we will have some people help. As he ushers a group of individuals who look malnourished, as if they may have been, they may be slaves, over, as they struggle to pick up this very, very heavy individual and start slogging their way towards the door. Alright. No time like the present. Welcome to the, to His Majesty's last bastion of Arnold. We're getting out of here because the new group is coming in and they are about to wipe this town out. So, let's get on now.
Yeah, fine. Guess I could just fucking contact Nubek on whatever the fuck this thing is.
Do you want to contact Nubek now?
Yeah.
Nubek.
Yes.
There is currently a goblin party going on. You are being hailed as a god as usual via these goblins. As you hear the hollow stones start going off. Do you want to answer it?
Nubix doesn't know that he can't answer it, so he picks it up.
Right.
Hello?
You see a familiar face. A Goliath face.
Oh, friend. Hello.
Nubek.
Yeah?
I'm assuming you're with Gold
wait,
D
hang
and his
on.
goblins.
Hang on, I just realized something. Remember what I said? You guys are transported through with nothing but weapons and clothes on your back?
Well, I did not know that, but...
So,
that means I don't have my hollow
You don't
stone.
have the hollow stone.
Means I don't have any way of contacting Nubek.
Yeah.
Nubix is just going to party like there's no tomorrow.
Okay, well, he doesn't. Angerfist would have just patted his clothes like, could have left us with fucking stone. Hollow stones.
Oh, and another individual that isn't there with you is the giant. As you
Does
know,
that
he
mean
had a reason to go back somewhere else.
Yeah,
Does that mean I also have nothing?
Oh no, you still have everything that you had because you weren't with the group when the thing happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thrallman went
However,
back. Roland went
However,
back to
there was 40
Peter's
million
station.
gold, and then there was not 40 million gold.
You were not made aware of this.
The only
In
gold that
character
ended
or
up
out of character?
out of character, outer and in, you were not made aware of this. But I am telling you out of
Until
character that there was 40 million gold, and now there's not 40 million
How
gold.
do you guys lose 40 million gold?
Because people forgot to. Because one person just didn't fucking care, being James. Me and Axe forgot. And Hayden swore he told us at the beginning of the session, but I do not remember him telling us at the beginning of the session, that we weren't supposed to kill the Hallowed King. So I had to use the rewards that we were going to be given for killing the Hallowed King and for dealing with this last area, and the goal and the 40 million turned to 32 million because Jimis was able to keep his 8 million.
Tox lovely
Gold
DM.
return us to our bodies.
Tox lovely DM who I enjoy every minute that I have on Fridays with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way Nuvex could have taken some of that gold?
He was
No.
not there.
You cunts.
Hey, sometimes if you miss the game, you miss the gold.
That's fucked.
If you miss the first G, you don't get the second G. All right.
You're pissed about that. I'm pissed about the fact that Angerfist doesn't get an overpowered sun sword.
So,
That's 40 million gold. I could do a lot with 40 million gold.
Genesis, do you also get onto this weird contraption?
Yes.
Okay. The person says, I'm not sure if any of you know what this is, as you might be new to this location. This is known as a train. Or a steam engine. It's going
When
to...
he says train, Angerfist asks, "The fuck's it training? The amount of people can get hit by it."
I never really thought about that. Anyway, quickly get on. I can already hear them coming.
Fine.
Fine.
Genesis, you can also hear the sound of what sounds like soaring, like a lot of soaring sounds from the air, soaring through the air sounds. You're not quite sure what it is.
We're in a tunnel. Are we in a tunnel?
No, you're on a platform.
Okay.
How tall is the box car thing?
You'll
Like, how
have
big
to,
is it?
You will have to kneel to enter fully.
No, he'll just
He'll
have to
perform
apply
that
his
power,
endless
boy.
size to.
Well, the biggest thing is Angerfist is like, you know, because he's just been stretchy. Because God, it feels good to be back in a body that is strong as shit. Then he sees the size done. I guess being that size was handy with some things. As his body shrinks, as his height shrinks to the same height as Genesis.
But
Genesis
Endless,
looking
do
at
you
you,
remember-
my head slowly drops. Like, what the fuck?
do you remember what endless size allows you to do as well?
Or shrink down to any size on the size chart. These strength, no matter how small they make them. Cells stays at medium creature strength. The user's food requirements do not change no matter how
That
large they
means you're
get.
still just as strong as you were when you were 8 foot
Probably.
plus.
Yep.
Sorry, friend. We can win every strength contest with goblins.
What
We can
the
pay
fuck?
all the money.
What
It's like, yeah, it's like as Angerfist just like
Cheat.
shrinks down to the same height as Genesis.
I'm sorry. When did you
get tall?
shrink?
When did you get taller?
No. When did you figure out how to shrink?
What?
You're my height now.
Huh. Angerfist just thinks, I want to be the height I was.
You go straight back to the height you were.
You just see it going up, down, up, down.
Enough
Well, that's
of that.
gonna be
We have
fun.
to get on now.
That's going to be fun. As Angerfist goes back to the same height as Genesis, it goes on the cart.
The individual gets on as well as the doors shut, and he says, As you hear the sound of grinding before as you have all probably heard the sound of a steam engine, the chuffing sound followed by the grinding of
Do they
metal
do
on
the two?
metal.
I'd
As
assume
you
because
hear as you hear a
it's
loud like whistle come out.
I just
Very
imagine
difficult.
a look at Anger Fist and he's just grinning.
no,
Someone
Anger
stands
Fist
up.
isn't.
Right.
I am.
Because now
Someone
he's able
stands up
to-
from inside this box. All the seats are being taken, so you're kind of standing.
I'd assume Axe Death has just like been laid on the ground.
Axdeath has indeed been laid on the ground. Someone stands up and says, "To all passengers of the Vampirian train, thank you for choosing to evacuate from the town. Your destination is Heaven's Reach."
That sounds stupid.
Vampires, Heaven's Reach.
Before he then proceeds to look around the cart. However, that is not the destination for this location. Please, everyone, we understand your panic, but go quietly, as I need everyone to make the deck saving first.
Is that
Except for Newbeck.
It's just like, go quietly, not gonna happen.
Agatha's just thinking, this sounds like it's going to blow. This sounds like they want to kill us. I'm assuming I would not be able to see whatever the fuck this is, so.
No. However, you were given forewarning, so I will give everyone advantage.
Cool. I was mostly asking because of my class ability that gives advantage. So. 23.
I don't have to roll. You said
24.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
cool.
so. What are your maximum healths?
282.
361.
So,
Maybe I just have low health.
You are a rogue.
Oh, I get more from Tough. That reminds me.
alright,
nothing.
um,
I believe I picked Chothrond. Yeah, I did.
I'm in the 200s.
you both take 167 damage as explosions wrought the location.
267 damage.
Yeah, that's already
160.
halved. 167 damage. 167 damage, that's already halved.
Damn.
As
Yes.
for the briefest of moments, you hear screaming before nothing.
Just another day in paradise.
You two will need to roll me Constitution saving throws from those explosions as well, because that is at least half of each of your healths. Near half, at least. It's a huge chunk.
Can I roll an acrobatics?
It is close. It
You're
is.
not Newbeck, you're
It
not
is-
there, but you
No,
can if you
no,
want.
just do the worm. I'm just doing the worm over here.
Oh, okay.
I just want
Sure,
to see
roll an
what I'm doing.
acrobatics.
That
was-
yes, a 30.
30.
That was.
Showing off my skills.
That was almost half my HP.
Yep. Well, it's a good chunk, so I need both of you to roll me con saving throws.
Yep. I'm just making sure I've got all my
That is a 29.
Alright.
Constitution.
This
saving
is where
throw.
I make the joke that all three of you go back down to, except for Nubek, because he's not there, go back down to like level
Oh,
1 and have to start
23.
everything again.
I got a 23.
Anyway, you both fail.
Nivix
Oh,
is just
damn.
like Nivix is just a level
The
18.
check
Um,
was the.
I was just gonna say
Uh,
Nivix.
You gonna do a lucky?
Debating it. I might as well see if I get better. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. That's a 35.
Okay.
Ah, I'm gonna use Indomitable so I can re-roll it.
All right.
Just the chance. I have to use the second
There
one.
is still a chance that I still fail because I have no idea how
No,
good this
that's
is. How
Okay,
hard this
so-
track is.
As you are hit left and right by bodies, debris, and like explosions, Genesis, you are out cold, with the only
Yeah.
person conscious or alive currently being Anger Fist.
I'm now gonna roll because I'm going to do the moonwalk.
Also, Axtef failed their save because they were asleep, but it doesn't matter
I
'cause
figured.
Oh,
He
my
has a
moonwalk's
shit
good.
ton of health.
You guys, I aced the moonwalk. Don't worry. Ain't no one got as good moves as I do.
Don't shoot the dancing goblin man. Anyway, so Angerfist, you're in an immense amount of pain from that, but boy, is it good to be a barbarian again.
Oh yes, it's just, the growl isn't so much. There is a growl of annoyance, but there's also a growl of, oh, that was a good wake up. He almost didn't believe he was back at to being a barbarian.
What would you like to do as the carnage is wrought and you are now in a forest?
He has no easy way of waking up either Axe or Genesis.
Do you wish to wait?
Till they wake up.
Yeah.
Till one of them wakes up. What way would be? No, I wouldn't know where the closest town would be. Like, I vaguely remember the map. Mostly because I'm looking at the map right now.
What's left of the train, you could follow the tracks to the next town, but it would take you 3 hours.
Uh, 3 hours of walking opposed to having to do 3 hours of walking after waiting. So I don't know whether I'd have to wait for 8 hours. What does the time look like? Does it look like it? This place is probably covered in cloud cover and shit anyway. Hard to tell
Yeah,
whether it's going to be nighttime. Like,
It's as it was before, where it seems like there's a dull light, minimal cloud cover though, apart from the large smoke clouds that are now above you. However, there doesn't seem to be any danger at the moment. From what's your wisdom?
flat.
Flat. You have two choices. You can take my word for it, or you can roll an insight.
Okay.
You can take the DM's word for something. Or you can roll insight.
Well, I was wrong about. I thought I had done up his. I need to look at level 11 sheet because I could have sworn I'd turned it to. No, I hadn't. Okay. No, I said I was going to do that with his level 12 ability score improvement. I hadn't marked it down that I'd increased his wisdom to flat, but it still
Yep.
showed it as -1.
So, would you like to roll an insight?
Oof. That's a good question.
Mimix is now over here doing limbo.
Yeah.
Knowing my luck, I'm gonna roll poorly with it.
Right.
But fuck it. 15.
15. To your knowledge, no one knows you're here yet that would probably think to check if you're alive.
Hmm. And I would rather head towards a town with at least one other conscious person.
Alright. Genesis, rolls a d4. Alright, so you're gonna be waiting 4 hours.
Cool. That'll constitute a short rest.
As you're waiting, you see movement at the 2-hour mark. Movement coming towards the location. Through the tree line, you can see things scampering. You know the size beforehand, but these ones seem a little bigger in how they move. But they're definitely goblinoids. Before you hear someone behind you say, "Hey you! You good?"
What's your definition of good?
You're alive? Not brain dead?
I am most certainly alive, and I am not brain dead.
Good.
Agathis would turn to look at whoever it is that is now speaking to him.
You'd see an individual holding their pistol away from you, but you can definitely tell that is a gun. As he has his hand outstretched to help pick you up from where you are.
Where Agathis was just sitting down, would have just been sitting down with his arm resting on his. Actually, if there was a bit of like wreckage that had quickly gone out of that wasn't on fire and it was cool enough to sit on,
yeah.
he would probably just be sitting on that.
Yeah.
Just watching the unconscious body all around. He might have checked the. Oh no, depends on how long it would have taken for the rest of the wreckage to not be on fire.
It's still there is still like a lot of fire in some of the areas, but in the area you're at, it wasn't as hit hard with fire.
Yeah.
Kind of because most of it was absorbed by 2 really big and angry individuals.
I mean, makes sense.
Name's King Zark.
Greetings. I am Agathis. Agathis would
So
take
you're
his
one of
hand.
the individuals, are ya?
Neruvix is currently in a drinking competition.
That's gonna need a con saving throw, you sure?
Yeah, why not?
And this is when the goblins find out that their messiah is a lightweight.
Yeah.
You're drunk.
What I speak is the truth.
Now let's see if Goldie can best you.
I know one way to make.
Indubitably passes what you can drink. He boasts that he is now the god of drinks.
Neruvix just laughs at him. You may be the god of drinks, but you're not the god of dance.
So
Neruvix gets another 30. Which Would you like
Yep.
that with disadvantage?
I'd imagine that'd be
It won't
a 5
matter.
instead. I'd imagine that's a -5, so that's a 25 still, which is pretty good.
What
Yeah.
have you heard about me?
You're one of the few that got here, from outside. You're an outsider from this world.
Oh, so you're actually one of the one. Oh, so you know this place is not the material plane.
It doesn't take a genius.
Well, apparently it takes someone with above average intelligence.
So don't ask
I give
any
this-
of my boys if they know much about it, because they ain't geniuses.
I was gonna say Angus is talking to a goblin.
Angus has nothing against goblins.
I know, it's just like it's funny. Usually it's just smash, kill them, get rid of them.
No, that's other people. Angus only does that if they annoy him.
Yeah.
And also, he has tried not to harm these goblins because he knows that Nubek wants them.
I can't wait to just like make you shrink so you go to the sewers so you can beat all the goblins up that are just doing wrong things.
Anyway,
You're the same size. Okay, sorry.
where is Newbeck?
He is probably partying with Goldie.
Goldie.
I have- Yeah.
Really? I thought he died. Haven't heard anything from him since we lost his... Well, since he lost his contact to us.
Are you talking about Goldie or Nubek? No, you'd be talking about Goldie there.
Yeah, Goldie had a individual named Lux who kept in contact with us. We
know
assumed
that
Lux
Lux
was
died.
dead, which means that Gold was dead, but we didn't really know. But knowing that Gold's alive, does that mean Lux is alive and they've just not been talking to us?
I'm
Right.
familiar with Papers.
Oh,
You-
Paper. You know Papers? Oh, he was...
He's
he
dead.
was- oh. He was...
I think you know that
magnificent
Locke
with
was
Yeah, he was
contracts.
and he was the only smart one out of that entire group.
Oh, then Lux was definitely dead. Lux and Paper were the smartest.
That is unfortunate.
Goldie was kind of ruling because he was by popular demand.
Well, that's a given that he somehow managed to come in contact with Horder.
Ah, yeah, hoarder. Yeah, I'm not exactly for hoarding gold. I'm more about fighting.
Goblin attack force. I see it already.
Well, I'm sure somehow Nubek will find his way here,
He pulls out a little item and goes to hand it to you. Use that to wake up your friend. It's smelling salts.
Oh, that's handy. Angus will go over to Genesis and so what do I do? Do I just smash it under his nose?
Yeah,
Do I smash
crack
it into their
open.
nose?
You crack it open under their nose and wave it. They should wake up pretty fast.
Alright. Angus will crack it underneath Genesis' nose and wave it under his nose. He resists the temptation to just shove it up one of the nostrils.
Genesis, you awake with a smell that could, like, kick someone in the chest.
So I just bolt upright, like going, "What the fuck?"
So the thing is, Agathis was probably holding your body upright so that he could do that, because there's no way. Because
So
there's no
what
point.
happens is he gets rigid. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Ugh. The fuck
Ah.
is
You're finally awake.
really? Why does that make me think of a cart? Why does I look at him and the first thing my eyes are drawn to isn't the fact that he's a purple goblin. It's the gun.
He's a hobgoblin, thank you very much.
Thanks for helping us. Where can I get one?
You're gonna join the resistance?
You mean kill the vampires? Thought we were already doing that.
Vampire's already dead. The new vampire, though, is different. He's all about getting materials. Apparently he's sending them off-world. somewhere
Huh.
called the Theatre of War.
God
Oh,
damn
I
it.
need to have a chat with them then.
God. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna kill him. We have
Why?
to.
I mean, we either kill him or we send them back to the theater of war.
Whatever you do, you help us, you get, I guess, items and a good fight. I'm not sure what else we could offer you.
I mean, I guess
I
whatever.
just like fighting.
That's fair. I wouldn't mind whatever the fuck the dude that's running. I'm assuming the people you're fighting is this Vampirian.
Yeah, Vampirian.
We're still on the wreckage, right?
You're still at the wreckage, yeah.
I look around and spot the broken crossbow because it's obviously been ripped apart from the explosions.
Oh yeah, it wasn't magical, it was only the things.
Oh yeah, that actually raises a good question. What does Axdeath and Angerfist's great sword and great axe look like?
They're fine,
Well,
they're
they-
magical.
The
Oh,
crossbow
cool.
wasn't, the ammunition was.
Yeah. Well, sucks to be you. Looks like you're gonna have to stab people with those ammunition darts, whatever you call them.
Unless you have a spare one of those things wherever the hell you're based at for them.
They're bolts, but I prefer firearms. Guns. Like your handgun there.
So, here's the thing. There's 2 hobgoblins here. There's the hobgoblins that stole all of the prehistoric tech, and us. The ones that stole all of them are the red hobgoblins. They're war. They are war incarnate. I may or may not have been battling them beforehand when Arnold had them under their realm, and now they're working for Vampirian because Vampirian is offering them better tech. So now we've had to get better tech, and we kind of threw away all of our other stuff. So you're gonna have to come back to where we are to get something.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to need a place to dump him, so then he can actually, for when he eventually wakes up, his Angerfist gestures to Axe.
That must be Axdeath.
Yep, it seems that he's come down with a very sudden case of I'm going to be asleep.
I mean, tends to happen to people who may or may not have gone through portal travel or the wrong way.
Genesis is like just doing some basic stretches. Because after getting blown up, you're going to want to stretch because otherwise it's going to hurt more.
He then pulls out a hollow stone and throws it over to you. I really hope that somehow you can say that this can connect to your friend, because, to be honest, this was what we were using to connect to Lux.
Well, I'm at the very least going to try. No back.
Nothing.
I was gonna say, does
How
Kieran just
arcane, like, quizzical are you?
Gibby. Judge goes, Gib, I still remember some things from when I was an artificer.
It's an arcana check, Genesis.
Yes, I know. Thank God.
Angerfist would hand it to him because he doesn't remember shit from when he was a I didn't use Arcana at all as the Rage Mage. Even though
I'm
He is
waiting
in-
for this nat one.
Flash on.
That's an
Even though he had-
just to break a magical item.
he had a
Becomes-
13 for Arcana.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
24.
Oh,
okay,
so
so
When I got skill expert, I was going, you know, what skill would he have proficiency in? And then I realized, Arcana, he wasn't artificer. He would remember some things.
So
Logic.
you do a little tinkering with the hollow stone. As Newbeck, you hear someone ringing you again.
Well, actually, just ringing him.
The first time was Nuvix hallucinating from his first drink of alcohol of the night.
So, Nubek, you hear ringing. Do you want
Nuvix
to
picks
answer?
it up.
Alright, as you answer, you can see
Hello?
Genesis currently working on something. As you say hello, you are drunk at the
Hello?
moment.
Go me or not do you Nuvix be dancing all night.
Do we just have the like image and no sound, or
Oh,
sound and
no.
no?
Everything is working. It's just you were like working on it without realizing that you rung them immediately.
Oh, hey, you got it.
Do I think
Nuvix.
Nuvix had too much to drink.
I think it's just like grabs the.
Yeah,
There's
I
a-
just hand it back to you.
Oh, not so
Nuvix.
loud. Keep it down a little. Nuvix is needs another
Nope.
drink.
When did you start drinking?
God, you're
Nuvix doesn't
telling
know
me he's a
time.
drunk goblin?
That depends. When did you start drinking?
After dance.
2-3 days ago, not important. What do you want?
See, like Nuvix like rubbing his eyes and like stumbling as he's looking through the phone. I lost the competition with Goldie.
Right. Well, I don't know why you're telling us to keep it down. I don't think you've gotten to the point of a hangover just yet.
Fine. Nuvix like half sobers up. What?
You're trying to
I
complain
just wanted
about the
to party.
effects of you're trying to complain about the effects of alcohol to someone who was a campaign drinker.
I just wanted to finish my party. What?
Yeah, so we're at the last place, the place that was Arnold's.
Okay.
When the fuck do you think you'll be able to get here?
There's so many useless people here now. Nuvix like looks for the person that's taken over Paper's role, if there has been anyone.
There has not been.
Also, what's your name?
I said King's
Mine?
Ark.
Apologies, I'm not very good with names with people that I have yet to have any real business with.
Fair.
In fact, there is someone that gave his name multiple times to me, and I have just called him Jackass. So, Zark,
What about?
do you have any of what?
Zark?
Do you have any feasible way of maybe getting in contact with either the Sky Pirates or someone who might be able to teleport Nubek here?
I have, something better.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got a sorcerer on my side.
What?
What's
I
happening
guess.
over there?
The
We're
sorcerer
talking
will be
about
able
ways
to,
Buddying?
the
We're
sorcerer will
talking
be
about
able
ways to
to.
get you here.
The sorcerer, within 2 days, will be able to pick them up. At the moment, they're kind of busy, not being useless.
Can I hear the other part of this conversation?
Yes.
Oh, 2 days? Okay, I can do some stuff between then and now.
It's gonna take us about 2 days to get back to our place, though, anyway, so you got time.
So it'll be about 4 days.
No, it'll take us 2 days to get there, and we will probably meet them at the location because everyone
Okay.
returns. Because, believe it or not, I have a well-oiled machine of men and women fighting. Kind of what I want them to do. I also
There
have
is-
goblins under me.
There is a look on Angerfist's face of like, God, I don't know what that is like.
Nuvix is like, who are you
Hey, don't-
fighting?
Vampirian. And the red hobgoblins.
You'll find out when you'll get more information when you get here, Nubek. Just know that someone is going. Yes. Maybe. Unless you're somehow able to convince them to join King Zark Undy. With working with you, they're probably going to die.
That
Kinzak, is there a chance?
What was that?
Is there a chance?
That
Fuck if I
chance,
know.
the leader's leader's a bit of an asshole.
So if I
So
help
what
you
happens
get
if
with them,
Newbeck replaces their leader?
yeah,
Well, then I guess you'd have to convince the rest of them that joining you is a good idea. They kind of don't like things that aren't red.
all right. So
I have a big red
Angus,
coat at home.
we might need to do something I don't want to do.
And that is kill the hobgoblins.
The red goblins. If the blue goblins will come with me.
These guys are
trying to like peer through the sending stone to look at them, but I can only see Angerfist.
Yeah.
This dude's purple.
Oh, that's nice.
Anyway, we'll see you in 2 days' time.
I'll see you then. You hear Nuvek starting to try to break up the party.
Zark then says, "You're probably wanting to know the Red Goblin's name. Or the king of the Red Goblins.
I mean, I guess...
He
we're going to
goes
kill...
by the name of Vark. I'm Zark, he's Vark.
Huh.
I have one more question. Do you have numbers on how many there are? Can I just take them all out on my own, or do I need help?
We'll find that out when you're here.
Yeah, best not
Fine.
jump on this just yet. That's how people die.
Nuvek hasn't died yet.
Right.
Well, we've lost most of our not-so-good individuals when they've said stuff like that, so, see you later.
Alright, I'll see you in 2 days. Stop the
Yeah.
party. We're going to get ready.
Whilst that's happening, you see goblins have set up a stretcher, and they've basically got, 4 goblins on each arm of the stretcher, hoisting up, hobgoblins hoisting up Axtef.
You ought me to just carry him.
I have dinner ready, so I'm going to go eat. But I'm rolling persuasion to try to break up the party.
Genesis, what are you doing?
Okay, so what's happening? Are we going?
It looks like people are
back.
shipping out.
Excellent.
The Zark comes over to you. Oi, gunboy.
Yes?
Notice you don't have a weapon, and I'm pretty good with my fists. He takes the barrel of the gun and holds the other part over towards you so that you can grab the
Grip.
the grip of the gun. Well, it's a pistol.
I always hesitate to grab it. When I do, it's like I do like the old western spin the gun thing.
Meta. Hey, is that flat off grip?
Thank you.
This runs off something known as Arcanium. It will require time to charge after you've used it. There's about 30 charges a day.
Okay. So I have 30 rounds a day.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
This is on loan, though. That's my gun.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. Please tell me someone has a blueprint of it, though. I might want to make one for myself.
You'd
I mean,
have
just
to
take
go
the blue-
ask Vampirian.
Angus was just take the blueprints from Vampirian when we deal with them.
I'm sending you the damage stuff.
But do you want me to just carry Axteth? It'll be a hell of a lot easier than having 16 of your men trying to do it.
Hey, if you want, sure, but I mean, this frees you up.
True, in case we do get attacked.
I am back. I am just eating.
However, counterpoint, do you think you'd be able to tie him to something if it was big enough?
Of course, though we could also turn him into a backpack.
Without killing him?
But yeah, we just take the harness we take the stretcher, and then we MacGyver some rope, and then he's stuck on the stretcher, and then we have you put him on like a backpack.
Greetings, Butterwinkle.
Greetings, mortals.
Hey, Butter, I have something I want to say to you. From now on, every
Yes?
time you touch a D20 dice, you will remember a new hand touches the beacon.
Oh, you poor foolish child. I
also
already
have-
thought that.
I also have a question for you, Butter.
It's the same fucking thing, though. Meridius Beacon is a D20.
Yes.
Skyrim is D&D, confirmed.
We always know it was. We just couldn't figure out a way to do Skyrim stealth in D&D until Final Witness.
My question, Butter.
Yes.
What does 312 in triangle mean?
You don't have to say that again, I didn't hear you.
I said, what does 312 in triangle mean?
Ah, I see you remember. Good. They are your lucky numbers.
Okay. That's all I
Keep
would
them
like.
close to your heart. One day they might save your life.
I'll try.
Uh,
Ah, yes. Now all I need is an actual melee weapon so I can just dual wield them.
so Angerfist is just like gonna grow to as tall bit as much as Axteth is 8 foot like 6.
Yeah. Also had
Down to the
I thought you
Yeah,
had
but
something
that's-
to say, so I was being quiet to see if you had any more cryptic to give them.
No, I'm just popping in to say hello, because I noticed there were people on the party.
You can check my stream out later to see what's going on as well. Also, you'll be able to know that you'll be in stream. Unless, of course, you wish me to delete that part.
No, it's all fine. You all have a wonderful night.
I shall
you
try
too.
to.
You too.
He's like 8 foot. I need to actually look up the fucking size chart for D.
You could just grow to large, which
It's
would be
huge.
10 foot.
Yeah.
And then you could just carry him on your shoulder. No need for anything else.
I was planning on doing that. Yeah.
So you're just gonna grow size large?
Yeah.
Oh, you grow. How big can you get?
Yeah. Yet to be determined.
We should check that out once we get back to the safety of my abode. Don't want to do it here, just in case there's peeping eyes towards this forest.
Yes, which is why I didn't go any larger than this.
Just leave him on the stretcher and you can just grab it and hold it on your shoulder.
Yep. As Angerfist would do that.
Yo, Gunboy, what's your name?
He's also made sure to like pick up Axe's great axe with like the same arm.
Yep.
So it's just like he's just holding Axe and his axe together.
Right, yeah.
Genesis. The name's
Genesis.
Genesis.
You lose that gun, you lose all privileges of owning a gun in this land. I'll make it so.
Oh, there's no way someone's getting this gun out of my hand. Which reminds me, I'm gonna find some scraps of cloth and I'm gonna bind the handle to my hand. Still move my trigger finger, but the thing's attached to it now.
Cool. Can I get Nubek, if he is here, to roll us a D100?
Wherein I've entirely forgotten about the fact of heat metal.
51.
Alright, cool. So as you travel, you get across the road. It seems like this dude is not taking you towards Heaven's Reach.
I'm assuming Heaven's Reach is under the control of Vampirion.
Yep. If that train got there, you would have been slaughtered anyway.
Makes sense.
I'm going to keep an eye on our surroundings. Solely because now that he's got a gun in his hand, he's now gone paranoid as fuck.
Yes, after all, this Hobgoblin has a gun. What else will have a gun?
Hobgoblin
Yes, if he-
does not have a gun at the moment. He's actually walking around
Yeah.
as if he's owning the place.
Oh, yeah.
The Goblin had a gun.
Oh, God.
If something else
I've
with a gun.
just
he gives the
realized.
Goblin back his gun.
I've just realized that, like, Zark and Angerfist probably have the same sort of walk. Because, like, Angerfist normally just walks around like, there's not much you can do to fuck with me.
Yeah,
And I'd assume that's how
Genesis,
this guy's
roll us a
walking.
D100.
All right.
The end of the day comes near. And you find
43.
yourselves in another forest. Alright, cool. Alright, we set up here for the night.
Right?
I've been awake for quite a long time. I'm going to be sleeping for the whole night. I trust that you guys will have this. As he just lies down, falls asleep.
Do you want to take the first watch? I'll take the second.
Sure.
You
Or, sir?
can see that there are other goblins around that have varying either melee weapons or guns.
You guys gonna help keep a lookout throughout the night?
Yes, sir. Not all of us, but
Cool.
some of us.
Cool. Just as long as everyone here can get a proper rest in, that'll be fine.
Excellent. Wake me up in 8 hours.
Troy, D100.
Genesis puts his back against the tree and just passes the fuck out.
27. I like that number.
27. So close. Morning arises. Those of you who were taking watches did not take morning watches, as some of you took the night watch. In
Yeah.
the morning, you are greeted by the smell of scrambled
we get-
eggs and bacon.
I am assuming we got a full rest.
Yep. You are greeted by the smell of scrambled eggs, bacon, and mashed potato.
My God. Excellent.
Sorry about the lack of food. This is usually what we take with us. Bit of potatoes, some bacon, and eggs.
I mean, potatoes are a very, very versatile food substance.
It's at
Oh.
this point that Genesis
You can make-
realized-
Hell, you can make near about anything with potatoes. You want sauce? Potatoes have got you. You want something like mashed potato? Potatoes have got you. You want something small and you can eat with your fingers? Potatoes have got you. You want an alcoholic drink? Guess what?
potatoes have you.
How'd you know
Moonshine.
that would... Isn't it vodka?
No, it's moonshine.
Both.
Both.
Well, vodka
we've
is
got-
moonshine, technically.
Hey, we've got tons of vodka back at our place.
Oh, he's in heaven.
Immediate thought was we should have grabbed some vodka plus rag plus a little bit of fire equals more.
That's your
Makes
thought,
you final.
Angerfist. Angerfist, finally, I'll be able to have a drink and fucking enjoy it.
So, do you all partake, or do you two partake in the breakfast?
Yeah.
Start with, I realized the futility of what I did, so I unbind the gun from my hand and realize, yeah, I should just, like, make sure it's always within eyesight, and yes, I do.
Alright, cool. So you are given a plate and a mess, spoon, fork, and knife. They're
When
camping
Angus-
supplies.
Yeah. Looks like I say when Angus went to sleep, he just returned to the size that he is accustomed to, which is 8'5".
Yep. So, you're the great Ingerfist, are ya? Heard a little bit about ya.
I wouldn't exactly say I'm great.
Really?
But,
Because one of your
okay.
former buddies says so.
Former buddy.
Yeah, apparently you ran with a small-time crowd for a bit. One of them managed to... Well, you ended up leaving that small-time crowd,
Wait.
and one of them ended up finding their way here.
How the fuck did they manage to get... How the fuck did they manage to get here? Can't imagine they
Apparently
do anything...
someone by the name of Carolus tricked them to come here.
That tracks. None of them were particularly bright. It's why they decided that I was leader, because I was bigger and stronger than them.
That's fair. He's still alive. He's actually one of the guards back at the main place. He's not gotten anything important, but he's one of the wall guards. So, you know, he's got something.
Oh. That's good to hear, I guess. Fuck, I haven't seen them since I was... Well, since I left fucking Port City. Since before I left Port City, actually.
After the food is done, the goblins clean up the cooking equipment along with the pots and pans and stuff, and they pack everything up. Alright. We still have one more day of travel. Let's not get sloppy, people. Alright. Newbeck, D100.
I can do that.
Genesis has calmed down a little bit. He's still keeping an eye out with the best
Neil
visibility, which he has now realized now that
Damn,
he's
too old.
paranoid,
That's
that
what I wanted was a 1.
his eyesight is a lot better than it used to be. Boop boop. God, it's a cat.
So, where was I up to? Ah, yes. Hold on. I now need, as you're entering the mountains, sorry, the hills, I'm going to need Genesis to roll us a D100.
Mm-hmm. 73.
Alright, cool. So you do not encounter anything on your way to this location. As,
We're just mentioned all the patrol stuff put in the way.
yeah, there was a lot of patrols. As by the setting of the sun, you reach a large fortified location. I'm talking castle-sized sort of fortification walls.
I'll be back in a minute.
So it's a proper fort.
Yeah, and you see on the outside, Troy, someone you haven't seen in a long time. He looks a lot worse for wear from the last time you saw him, as he has quite a big scar running down his face. Is that you?
yeah.
Damn,
Fuck,
boss,
you look
didn't...
ugly.
Damn, boss, didn't know that you found your way in here, too.
Yeah, I got sent here as a cleanup crew.
He goes to speak as he takes a breath in, and he just looks like he's thinking for a moment. I have nothing to say about that, boss.
I didn't think you would.
Right. Well, now that you met each other again, and your fist, we have things to do.
Yep.
These
True.
doors that are made out of what looks to be dark steel and adamantine are reinforced to quite a bit of a degree. The
Interesting.
walls themselves are almost 10 feet thick, with what look to be on the inside. As you're going through the door, you can see adamantine rods. Stuck through them. We gotta make sure that nothing gets through this wall.
That's fair. So what would you do if the enemy came pounding on it with adamantine themselves?
Shoot them.
That makes sense.
The idea of that door is only to slow them down so we can shoot them more. Defenses are only to make attacking harder for the enemy.
Easier.
Defense
Easier for yourself. That makes sense.
Not to make things invincible. If you could have an invincible fort, you'd have no air, no light, and no way to get out.
And more importantly, no way to get food.
Exactly. Lucky for us, we grow most of our stuff on the mountains, so it's a lot harder for the enemy to get up there because, it's quite a hike. Except we got a whole bunch of stone stairs and stuff. You won't be going out to the farms at any point soon. You'll be staying here in the main barracks. This is only the front of our city. There's no real name for it because I'm not good with names. We just call it the Great Range City.
That's fair.
Because everyone else calls this place the Great Range. Anyway, we heard about you, beforehand as well. The goblins at Gobsmead, before they were slaughtered, talked about you.
Yeah, they're the ones that first denoted Newbeck as a messiah.
Yeah,
apparently.
Well, I don't do god stuff, really. I mean,
Well,
what have they done for me?
More than likely, probably nothing, given that this is a layer of the abyss.
Exactly. That's news to me. I didn't know it was a layer of the abyss. I thought it was just one of those weird layers, but it's a layer of the abyss. Thanks for the news.
Yeah, the dude running this place, Nosferatu. Nosferatu is a demon lord, apparently. And a vampire at the same time.
So that's the person who's been the hot shot. I met him once. He told me that I was destined to die by the hands of Arnold at one stage. And then Arnold kind of cucked it a couple of days before my death date.
Yeah, he might have given the opportunity for him to be killed. See, we paid an assassin to come and kill
Richard's
Arnold's
assassin?
second in command. Yeah.
I met him. It was very nice. They didn't kill me.
Well, I'd assume that's because he was here on a job. And
It's more than
again, you
that.
probably didn't do anything. You probably didn't do anything to annoy him.
They actually asked me what the hell I was carrying, and I told him it's the Arcanium pistol. And he said he'd like to have a look at it later, but he's currently on the job.
That he is.
And
Yeah,
after that, we kind of found a whole bunch of him around the place, not moving. It was weird. They were in pieces.
Huh.
So we took all
That's
the pieces back, and we've currently got them stashed in the vault just in case. If he is alive, I'm not sure how there are 50 of him, but there were.
He's alive. And
he's
I'm
alive.
rather yes, and I'm rather thankful that you stashed the pieces of his copies, because that should make the costs of making more diminished.
Oh, you should come have a look. Genesis.
Yes.
He holds his hand out. Give us the gun
For
back.
his gun.
I hand it over.
Alright.
I'm gonna look at the
He-
defenses.
He then grabs out a note. He grabs out a notepad and book, writes something down, tears it off. Take this to Armory and ask for a weapon.
All right.
As he then turns to Angerfist. Now, tomorrow we shall have your friend teleported here, so tonight let's make sure that you're all ready for that. As he takes you towards to a location with a vault. As he opens the vault, inside you can see mangled pieces of Richard's assassin everywhere in here that are all sort of mismatched, trying to get the same body parts to the same one. Whoever did this, or whatever did this, they sliced and shot and sliced. Some of this might not be salvageable. I'd imagine that you could get 10 bodies out of this if you're trying to make the same thing, but maybe even less if you're trying to do the magical thing that he had, which was the magical barrier of some sort.
I mean, 10 or less is still 10 or less that he doesn't need to make any other way.
Got a way to contact him?
If I had my sending stone, I probably could have, because he piggybacked off of my sending stone before. Newbeck might be able to contact him because that was connected to mine.
You do realize that because we connected to Nurbex, it's connected to our group, right? Meta.
Depends if it works like that. At the top.
Oh, there's only one way to find out.
I believe he told Angerfist his name. Well, Angerfist would try. Istal.
His name? Oh, you do. Sweet. What can I do for you, Angerfist?
One, it is good to know that this stone can actually connect you.
It
Well,
is
it appears
on the
that-
same frequency.
Yeah, that does track. Zark was able to
Zark.
set.
I still have to talk
Yes.
to him.
Yes, well, he was able to gather. They're in varying states of dismemberment and destruction. You might be able to get 10 bodies out of the pieces that him and his men
Where
have
are
collected.
you at the moment?
Zark, where are we?
I told you, the Great Range City.
Oh,
Don't really
right,
have
yeah,
any
the Great Range City.
I shall be there in a couple of days.
Very well.
I'll expect to get those bodies back immediately. They are my property.
Well, I don't think Zark here is exactly going to stop you.
Nope. No argument there after seeing what he can do to, the second in command of, Arnold's.
There we go.
Good. Genesis.
Yep.
You see that there's signs pointing to the armory. Do you go there?
Yes.
Outside the front, you see two rather large individuals. They look like ogres.
Yep.
What pointy eared get are you?
Fuck, what was his name? Oh, I was told to give you this. I was told to come get a weapon and give you this.
As they look at it. Yeah, seems about right. Kyle! Oi, Kyle! As the door opens and you see a goblin, not a hobgoblin, but a goblin who looks like they are very much an artificer. Ah! As he gets the note handed to him. Right this way, Genesis.
Thank you. It's interesting to see an artificer here.
Gonna have to pick up the tools of the trade when you get them.
That is the plan. So many different weapons to make.
As he takes you over to this gun rack that seems to have some sort of swivel on it. Are you looking for a pistol, a rifle? What are you looking for?
Does he look at his Genesis's face?
No, he's currently looking in his inventory in a book.
That's probably for the best, because if he was looking at Genesis, he'd see the look of the restrained kid in the candy store. Rifle.
Which would you like? Rifle, as he grabs the lever and pulls it from up to middle, as you see the gun rack turn, and in its place is rifles. Alright, so you have two types of rifle. You have the standard rifle, which fires 1 bolt of arcanium per shot, and you have the other type of rifle. It's experimental, and it fires 1 arcanium bolt that tracks. Unfortunately, it takes longer to charge, and this individual one is one that charges every 4 rounds, damn it, every 30 seconds. Which is 5 rounds.
So every 5 rounds, I'd have to wait. So every 30 seconds, I'd have to wait for it to recharge.
Yep.
Do you know how long it charges for?
It keeps 4 charges, and it charges every 30 seconds. As for this one, as he points to the one that's a standard bolts, this one has 10 charges in it, and it recharges every 30 seconds as well. He then points to another one. As for this one, it's kind of garbage.
Why do you say that?
Holds 1 charge, recharges every 6 seconds.
Oh, I know none of that affects the charge because it's not classified as loading. But it's like, oh, I could use that one very well. Fuck,
Meta, my god, they're Iridian weaponry.
Basically.
2 of them takes 5 rounds to recharge.
Yes,
Is that
this
from
one
the
holds... This one holds 4 rounds and takes...
Oh no, I meant meta. I wanted to work through them.
Okay, so the one
know
that
them
can track gives you a +1 to the attack. It only has 4 charges and recharges 30 seconds for each round that is fired. The second one is a standard rifle that has 10 rounds in it. No pluses to it, but it recharges in 30 seconds as well, so 5 rounds for both. But one holds 10 shots, as opposed to the other that holds 4. You don't even know the damage yet, so...
Yes, please.
As for the one that is for the 1 shot, it will
I have 1
require...
shot.
You have 1 shot per round.
versus. Either way, I'm going to have to ration. The only one where I don't have to ration my shooting is the one
As
shot.
much. A point to ask is, does it begin charging even if all the charges of... Can you continue to shoot whilst it is charging? If he has not used all the charges? Or do all the charges need to be used before it begins charging?
Actually, that's a good point. Does it start charging once the is it just constantly charging, or does all the rounds need to be used for it to charge?
It constantly charges. When it's full, it's on a cycle. We do have one other gun that's experimental.
Yes.
As he walks over to a bench and picks up the rifle that he's been working on. This holds one charge every 30 seconds. It has a maximum charge value of 2. And if you let it continue to charge for 24 hours, it will overload and explode. However,
So you make. Oh.
However, if you let this charge for a minute, it will fire a much more devastating blast.
Oh.
So, Metal-Eyes, basically, the first shot out of it for combat
Will
will
Is
always
gonna
be your
a
most powerful.
Yes, and the second shot, then you won't have shot for
30 seconds.
Yeah, a
for
good
5
30
rounds.
seconds.
Okay. Was I able to read the note that I was carrying?
The note says, Genesis is to be issued 1 weapon from the armory.
Fuck.
Metal-Eyes,
This
it's
weapon
okay.
is on loan.
Meta, it's okay, Hayden. Just take one from someone that we kill.
Yeah, that's the
You're
reason.
right. You are entirely right there. And having that first shot as devastating as fuck would be useful.
Technically, the first 2 shots,
Yeah.
as Tok said. Of course, then you'd need to wait 30 seconds to be able to shoot it.
And a
Shoot it
reminder that
once.
if you don't discharge at least once every 24 hours, it
24
will
hours.
explode.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a psycho bastard. I'll use that one as I point to the one in his hands.
Alright, he grabs some paperwork and he holds it out to you with a quill. Name
Meta,
here,
I'd like to...
initial here, and just read the terms of service.
Meta, I'd like to think that Genesis's eyes were sparkling when he said, "I want that one."
Hold that. So, do you read the terms of service?
This is the closest to his original. It's like, sorry?
Do you read the terms of service?
Yes.
I, contract signee, understand that this weapon is property of the Great Range City. If I am to try and sell this item, I hereby forfeit the right to own weapons or own property in the Great Range. Furthermore, I shall not use this gun against the citizens or the inhabitants, guards, yada yada, of the Great Range City. That's it. You can't sell it and you can't use it against the people who give you this gun.
I am okay with that.
It doesn't say that you have to bring it back in working order, though.
Yeah. That's the entire reason. I don't have to bring it back in working order. If the thing explodes, like if I misfire the thing and it explodes, well, that's not my problem.
Yep. Look, they know what happens. They've got several artificers here. It just happens to be this one is the one that happened to be talking to you. Alright. After you sign it, he signs a copy. Then he takes it and he you see him put it through a weird machine which makes 2 copies. And he hands you one. There's your copy. Before he then puts the gun into a sling and holds the sling out. And here's your gun.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
No, I'm sorry. It's just the way you said that, Dox, was he made a
puts the
copy
gun
of
into
the gun.
No, he made a
No.
he makes a copy of the contract.
Okay, it's just the way it sounded was he made a copy of the gun, handed the copy of the gun to him, and then put a sling on the original, and then handed the original to him. It's like, wait, he has two of them? What? Okay, yes. Okay. Oh,
Let me just give you the weapon.
oh God.
I'm actually really happy I found that gift because it perfectly encapsulates your character when realizing you could just loot an enemy corpse.
It's pretty funny.
So it's pretty safe to say that the gun that Genesis took that's got is unique, isn't it?
Yep, it's unique. It's a legendary. Ding!
I only have two shots, and then I have to wait. And then I have to wait 30 seconds. Well, that doesn't bother me too much. I've got 45 movement speed, and my bare hands do a D6.
How do your bare hands do a D6?
Heaven Brawler.
Oh, okay. When the fuck did you get that?
When we had to pick it at level to level him up to level 19, I went, you know what? At some point, he's not going to have a weapon, and being able to punch people barehanded is probably a good idea.
Ah, yes, he has watched Angerfist absolutely destroy people with his fist.
He also realized one thing: his base
There you
strength is a foot. Excellent. Oh, I love
did it
the
the wrong way.
name.
I did it the wrong way. For that, it's meant to be this. There.
I love the name.
Yep. It will have it brandished on the gun too.
Yeah, my immediate thought was it's just got it attached
What's
to
the
it.
name?
Jesus Christ!
What?
I just remembered what charge was.
Charge shot. Wait 1 minute.
Okay.
You essentially
Better.
will. So the weapon's name is the Atomizer. It does 1d10 damage per shot, and if you
Yeah.
wait for that 1 minute, the charge shot deals 11d10. And as
Is it
it
still
only holds
is
2
it still
charges.
piercing? Is it still piercing or is it like force?
It's force.
Damn, I
It's
can't
always
resist that.
force.
Okay. Because it is a legendary, that technically makes it a +3.
Nope, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Also, not all legendaries have a plus to them.
No. As a real, like it's a joke, Hayden, because there is obvious similarities.
Yeah.
So,
But
if you do end up bringing that back and then coming back to get another one of those, it might be upgraded to even more ridiculousness. Anyway, so
Meta, you should probably ask if it has been discharged during this day.
Yes, I will ask that, because shit, I don't want this thing to go off in my hands. When was the last time this was fired?
never. I haven't turned it on yet.
Oh, thank God.
As he pulls out a small screwdriver and just screws in one screw as you hear it power on. There we go.
He sees the mad look and the slight.
He points you to a firing range. Feel free to try out the gun.
After waiting 30 seconds.
Well, it's,
Yeah,
Or
as I-
6, or for a minute if you want to try the overcharge first.
Oh, I'm going to try the overcharge first.
so you wait a minute as you see the gun go from a blue to more of a purple color.
Ooh.
I aim at the furthest target and
Right,
fire.
roll an attack.
Awesome. I kind of want to make certain I hit, so I'm going to use a grit.
I should have tossed Roland my hollow stone. Or had one of the others toss Throllen.
That
Yeah,
is
Hollow
a
Stone.
27 to hit.
As you fire, you see it hit this target, which is in the design of a power cell of some sort. As you see the power cell go from bright blue to dark red before returning back to bright blue. And you see you see this weird window come up with numbers. Roll me the damage. 11d10 plus.
Plus 5.
Right, so
Because-
that is 80.
You
see,
actually
you see-
rolled really well for that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see a number appear on the right-hand side. And it says 80.
The
Yeah.
most amount of damage that you would be able to roll if you include Sharpshooter will be 125.
Okay, but don't forget if they get a crit.
Oh, I'm not talking about crits. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he rolls a crit, oh boy.
I'm going to do the second shot. I'm going to use sharpshooter with because one, he hasn't used it often, and he knows that if he's going to be using it, it will be now.
Alright.
So slash
Also, charging is not loading. Charging is its own thing.
yeah. 2d20 plus fuck. It is.
So if
Yeah,
he waits for
sure.
the full minute, just quickly, Meta, if he waits for the full minute, are both the shots counted as charged, or is it just
No.
the first?
Just the first.
Okay, yeah.
It holds
So
two
so this-
charges, which takes a minute to get, but it's like
Yeah.
you're basically getting 120, a potential 120 damage all up.
Yeah,
If you're not proficient in weaponry.
yeah, because you need to be proficient in a weapon to be able to add your modifier to damage.
Oh, that's a keep highest one because grit.
15.
15.
15. You fire as you hit. These are stationary targets. Roll the damage, which will be 1d10 plus 5, or whatever your
Oh,
thing
plus
is.
15 because
Plus
sharpshooter.
15.
Sharpshooter.
Right.
21.
You see the
This
number
is-
21 appear.
Imagine if you're a rogue with that gun. That first hit, that shot is going to absolutely fuck anyone up.
Now let's say you're assassin, which means you crit.
Yeah. Hey,
And
Noobag, you want to
it's
get
old
proficiency with
rules.
what?
And it's the
You-
old rules.
Old rules, yeah.
Because I'm still thinking about that.
On the fence of it.
Yeah, so let's just quickly...
I like how both times I haven't crit yet.
Oh no.
Thing is, Ryan, I don't have to roll a 20 to crit.
Is it? It's
Yeah, you gotta roll a 19.
10d6, right?
I'm pretty sure. I'm just quickly checking.
Oh shit.
The rogue.
Hmm.
So level
Yeah,
19
at level
rogue.
19 is 10d6.
So let's say you had level. Let's say you also add sharpshooter into that, right?
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah. Look at that! Almost all of Agathist's health is gone in a single shot.
And then there's a second one waiting.
And the
He's
second
going to do
one,
significantly
which
less damage.
do
Which will do-
significantly less damage, but
Which
I
will
looked
do
up and
roughly
all
a
I see is
quarter
the
of it,
damage.
as we
Let's-
found out.
let's say sharpshooter is also on that one. There we go. Oh, I did
Yeah.
I did a fucking D20 accidentally. Whoops. Anyway, point is, that's that's still a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Anyway, so continuing on, Anger Fist. The individual known as Zark looks at your weapon. Man, you really want to use that?
Do you have anything better I could use? For that matter, do you have anything better? Pardon?
You got something that you might want to use. Not sure if it's your
Depends.
style, though.
Depends. Is there something similar that he'd be able to use if he ever fucking wakes up?
Of course. He looks
Cool.
more like the axe type, though. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah. I mean, our main weapons are. Whilst I've checked this weapon out on the way here, this is technically better quality than the one I'm used to. But the one I'm used to is just better. So if there is a better one than this, I'd be more than happy to use it.
Well, give or take what you think of it being better.
Also, where can I actually put him? As Agathist would just jerk his head. Because I'm pretty sure Agathist at this point is still carrying Axe Death.
I'll just leave him on the ground, we'll deal with that.
Alright, Agathist would put him on the ground. Do you mind if I just quickly borrow... Do you have something that I could stick... Give me a second. Yeah. Do you have anything that could I borrow your pad? I'd like a bit of paper and something to write with, and do you think be able to find something that I'd be able to stick to his forehead?
We got this new technology as he pulls out of his bag this weird, like, clamp-looking thing, and he clicks it as you see a small metal object fall out. It's called... Fuck. He told me what it was called. It was called a staple thingy.
Yeah, that'll work. Agathist is honestly just gonna type down like, "Yo, like Axe Death, it is Agathist," and he's making sure that is gonna be the first thing he sees. Do not kill anything here. Try not to kill anything here. They are going to help us.
As, after you do that, you staple it to his forehead.
Yep.
You hear a satisfying click as you hear the sound of it clicking in, and as you leave it, you see that there's a little blood that pools around where it got clicked in.
Huh.
And then there's the...
I'm a little... Yeah. Like, I'm a little surprised that actually worked.
I'm not. I did that to a few of the people who needed to really learn their lessons.
Well, I'm really doing this for everyone here's benefit.
Anyway,
Because if he wakes up
he
and
takes
doesn't
you-
realize...
he takes
Yeah.
you- Let's go to the armory.
Sure.
As you're going to the armory, he's just like, "All right, hey sorcerer, go get Nubek from Goldie, would you?" That the sorcerer has an interesting name they like to go by. They call themselves the Snow Bear or the Polar Bear.
Okay.
They do a lot of ice magic.
Huh.
As
Okay.
you arrive at the armory, you see two. You see two ogres. Is that who I think it is? That is. It's Buddy Zark. Zark, we let some get in just before, who's apparently making a right show of using a weapon. He doesn't understand what a TV is.
Angus, on the way over, he would have gone back to being 8'5". Just put his hand about Genesis' side, about this high, pointy ears, looks a bit like a dickhead.
Apart from the last bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's Genesis.
As they point to each other, he's the dickhead. As they start looking at each other and they just start laughing. Alright, that's enough. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the work, and then you get to have fun. Yeah, boss, we got that. Anyway, you got a note for this individual? I'm standing right here. Your orders, sir, were to give notes. As he fishes around for his writing material. All right. Angerfist.
Angerfist would have headed back after writing the note to Axteth.
He didn't notice that was happening.
Okay, so Angerfist was like holding it out, ready. He's just been holding it out, ready this entire time.
As he takes it, he writes a note and then he hands it to them. All right, boss. Off you go. And you're Angerfist, are you?
Yeah. So these guys look like ogres, but they're
Yes.
not? Are they like the
Oh no, they are
big
ogres.
red dude? Okay.
They are ogres.
My first thought was like they were gonna be like Ogren, like the big red dude.
Nah. They just seem to be a little more learned.
Yeah.
A little. As you enter, you see Genesis currently sitting there, polishing the new weapon. As an artificer comes over. Aha! Wondered when you were going to come around. Come. Have a look at this. As the small goblin tries to pull you by one of your fingers.
My special. It's shiny.
Do you follow the goblin or do you shake him off of your finger?
Angerfist is rather accustomed to goblins trying to lead him by the finger. Newbeck.
As they take you to this rack with an interesting weapon, or two interesting weapon. First, I call this one the Sorax, and I call this
assuming
one
it looks like an
the
axe.
Sword.
The sword. It should have been named the Sword.
So
I mean, if there's one that, if the one that he's talking about second,
There you
obviously looks like a great sword, Angerfist.
so
The
that's
sword.
The wax.
as it looks like a sword, but with a chainsaw element to it.
Though it just looks like a really spiky sword to Angerfist.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's any better quality than the greatsword?
You don't know. It's
Mm.
definitely different. It isn't.
What's
as
with the
shiny.
spikes?
I'll grab the handle and pull on this little trigger here.
Angerfist will grab the handle.
As you see the blades start turning.
There is a question I need to ask. Do all of these like great swords feel significantly lighter compared to Head Splitter?
Yes.
Like they feel like yeah, so they feel
This
like
one is
lighter.
the heaviest you've had, but not as heavy as Head Splitter.
Yeah, still not as heavy. So it's like Anger Fist just like experimentally does like some twirls that. I feel like I could use both of these.
Well, you can only choose one. Your note says specifically, as he reads it, I, Zerk, allow for Anger Fist to borrow one weapon.
Anger Fist just like shakes the great sword that he's holding. I was talking about this and this.
Oh. I see. You don't.
Yeah.
You're not level
I
20.
do-
You can't do that yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like, see, the weapon that I am used to using is significantly heavier than this. You could say it's put me through. You could say it's prepared me to wield heavy weapons in two hands. Though I'll probably still get more out of just using one. I'll keep this one around though. So why is it spinning?
So,
Like,
it's great.
yes, like Egger Fist having like twirled it around. It's like so. Why the hell are those things spinning?
So, that is the Sorax. It's
I'll be back.
not Sorax, sword.
Apologies, had to inform my stepdad the times that is required to cook the pizza.
I see. So, that is known as the sword. It's not a sword, but a sword. There's this really cool technology that's functionizing tree chopping. It's a weird powered individual that can cut down trees just by pulling on a trigger. I decided,
Oh.
fuck that, let's put it in a weapon. So now, when you swing it, you can carve your enemy in two much easier.
Carving. Yes, literally carving, because normally it is slicing. You say this is a sword.
A sword, yes.
A sword.
A sword, yes.
That is very annoying to say.
Just call it a great sword.
The thing spinning around it kind of looks like a chain, so why not a chain sword?
Copyright?
Really? Wait, the fuck is copyright?
This is the meta
Ah,
part.
fuck. Yeah, I know. Because, yeah, that's from, like, Gears of War, isn't it?
No, it's from,
Okay.
It's from Warhammer.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it looks like it's... No, it is only from that game. I think?
No,
Yeah,
Gears of
it's
War
just that
before-
Gears of War have, like, a blade that's
Oh,
also
okay.
a chainsaw.
Well, then you
That's
can
part of
call
the
it
gun.
that.
The
Oh,
gun's
you
got a
can call it-
chainsaw on the bottom of it.
You can call it that, then, if you want.
Yeah, just on the off chance that it might, in case you do get caught, won't. I'm just gonna call it sword.
Anyway, is that the one you want?
I mean, yeah, I am more of a sword guy than an axe guy.
He brings over some paperwork. Just sign this.
Hey,
It says all the same things as it said for Genesis. Just needs signature here, initial here.
yeah.
Yeah. Thumbprint there. You can't forget the thumbprint.
And once that's done, he's just like, alright, there's some magical dummies over there if you want to smack them to see what you can do.
Really quick, Anger Fist is a. I should actually know what its fucking title is. I should have written it down. Yes, come on, really. Huh. I have not written down what Anger Fist is. Oh, I can get rid of that too, because Jim has said that I do not own any more favors. Fuck yes.
Also, because you're choosing yes to use that, there you go.
Oh, nice.
That is quite hefty, isn't it?
Yes.
Plus 2 does 48 slashing damage.
A B equals
Now, just imagine, you guys,
10.
if there was still an artificer in your midst, I'm sure they could
Damage.
have made these guns as well.
Yep.
Newback,
damage equals
Yo.
40.
you see
plus-
a flash of blue light as you see a
10.
hobgoblin appear. No time to waste. Come with me if you want to win.
Rubik's like looking around as he's been trying to get everyone ready to move when he comes back.
It's been a couple of
So-
days. There's
Yeah.
there is the organization, quote unquote, happening.
So how
Matter,
many people can you bring?
Knowing that we are dealing with the last area, you would also know that you could send the goblins to just pretty much loot whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they want from the towns.
I know. I'm getting to it. I just gotta ask the dude first. How many people can I bring?
I'll be back.
You're the only one.
Ah. Okay, 1 second. Alright, goblins, A, B, C, and Goldie.
Roll a charisma
Gather up.
saving throw.
A charisma save?
You said 1 second. They took it literally.
$15.
Alright, you fail. As you were teleported.
Pull out the sending stone that I have connected to Goldie.
How
After I
did you get that?
After I get teleported.
Yep.
Goldie,
Yo.
I thought we could all go, but we can't. So, your job is to amass as much wealth as you can before we leave this place.
Alright.
Alright? I'll leave you with it.
See you when you're ready to get us out of here.
I'll see you then. Good luck. No partying until then.
I have returned.
Newbeck just had a very like blunt time with the sorcerer. The sorcerer's like, "Come with me if you want to win," and they're like,
Yeah.
"Give us a second." And as soon as they said a second, that goblin waited a second and then teleported them both.
I'm not surprised. Anger Fist
As
will take the
you
chance to.
appear- As you
to hit
appear in the
these
armor,
things.
as Zerk sort of pulls his gun, oh, ow, Newbeck.
He point the gun at me.
Yeah,
Can I reaction stealth?
sure.
So a 24 and a 25.
Would it be with advantage or without?
It will not
Oh,
be
wait.
with advantage. It'll be a
Technically, it would
flat
be
roll.
a disadvantage because
Oh yeah,
every-
disadvantage. He's staring at you. Yeah, so
I'll
disadvantage
take a 33.
33. As you go to stealth, he's going to make an attack with disadvantage now that you're stealthed, as he doesn't know who the fuck just stealthed.
That's some nice. Anger Fist is pleased with the damage that this award gives him.
The anger fist. This pleases the anger fist.
Yes, he hopes that he can make it even more powerful.
Nubek, what is your AC?
I believe it's a 19.
Yep,
So I don't have armor. Yeah, so it's 19.
19. You're hit
Yeah.
as you go into stealth.
Okay.
I'd like to walk over and pick up Nubex.
Nubex has gone into stealth.
I can still see him.
As Nubeck, you are
I have a
shot for
passive
25 force damage.
I have a
Oh.
passive 36 perception.
I wonder if the sword will give Anger Fist any benefits to intimidation if he revs it in people's faces.
You'll have to think about that. Anyway, Nubeck, after you get shot, you suddenly get picked up.
You
You need to learn not to immediately disappear on people.
Well, people need to learn not to point guns at me.
Uh,
This is not the first time, is it? As I'm looking exactly at Genesis.
It's like, yes, but the last time was your own.
Wait, is Nubek here? Where?
Yes.
Stealths.
On the stealth, you just
Okay.
see him. It's that scene from Shrek where they're holding Puss in Boots.
You see like
Yeah.
like a bullet wound just like through one of his shoulders.
Let me fix that.
Who shot him?
This is what always
was
happens
me.
whenever I come around. Why
He
do you think I
popped in
don't go out?
immediately- He popped in, immediately tried to disappear, and got shot because of it.
I wasn't the one pointing a gun at some person that they wanted teleported in, was I?
I did
Not
a
my
strip.
fault you went to go stealth.
You
Uh,
still pointed the gun at me, and you know this is going to happen.
No, I didn't.
You told him to come get me.
Yes, and I also keep my guard up just in case someone else teleports here.
Which is fair, Nubek. However, agree.
Fine.
However,
I'll let this slide.
Hey, Nubek, question: do you still have Goldie sending stone to what's his name, the orc?
Yes.
Cool. Do you think you could?
Going,
Do you think you could let them know to let Throlnum know that we're here?
There we go, there's the image, I finally found it.
So
Well, that we're in Arnold's area.
let's Goldie.
while
let
all
the
that's
orcs
going
know
on,
that-
I
Let the
check.
orc tell Thornum that we're here to go kill Arnold.
Not to kill Arnold. Arnold's already dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill such.
We're going to be dealing with this vampirian people who apparently have something to do with the theater of war.
No, this is
I don't
what-
even know
How
if-
long was I partying for?
While Nurbex is going over the
That actually.
Hollow Stone and all that,
Do either of you, as
finish
this is going to
once.
talk to? Sorry, Hayden.
While you and Nurbex are doing all that, Genesis is checking the wound and binding it with a piece of cloth, so he doesn't just
Mhm.
bleed.
I mean, Angerfist would just ask, like, both Jensen, do either of you even know what the theater of war is?
Yes, we were there. Remember?
It sounds like a nice play. Nobody has seen plays.
Well, that has nothing to do with plays. I barely remember being there, but I have met the person in charge of it.
Ah.
Apparently, the person in charge of Vampirion is sending materials there.
Why the fuck are they sending materials to him?
I don't know. I have no idea why a giant mechanical being needs materials. Probably to make
Most
more
like
mechanical
metal.
beings.
It's mostly just metal and steel that is being sent and stuff like that. Nothing.
Probably to make more
food-wise.
metal then. Probably to make more metal beings then.
Or to
I
make
would
it
say-
really
I
big enough
think that you'll find out more if you can find out all of the materials. Maybe there might be an explanation to that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There might be a gateway big enough to send him through.
Nubek, for your own safety, don't go stealthing anyway here. There's a lot of people who are jumpy.
Yes.
As long as I don't get guns pointed at me, everything will be fine.
You will get guns pointed at you if you stealth.
I sort of mean prior to stealthing.
Has Genesis put Nubek on the
Yeah, I
ground?
put him down.
Okay, then as Agathis walks over to Nubek, you suddenly find that Agathis is the same height as you. He puts a hand on your shoulder. It's okay.
Nubek puts his head on your shoulder. What is this?
I like the imaging of the, because Nubek is like what, 4 feet tall?
He's let me tell you. I think he's shorter. I think he's 3. Yeah, he's
Question.
Now thinking
Question: Does Angerfist's gear grow and shrink with him?
Yes.
Gear does, yes.
Okay.
Except for the
That-
greatsword, because it stops at a certain point.
Okay, yeah. So it's still like this big ass. So the great sword and the sword are still these big ass weapons.
I
So it's like,
Yeah.
I just like the image that you're just growing shorter as you're coming close to the Nubex, and everybody just goes, wait, so everyone's only tall because they're further away from me.
But he was picked up by you, so he knows
Yeah.
that that's not the case.
and there has been many a time when Nubek has stood upon Angerfist's shoulder.
yeah.
So yeah, apparently I can now change my size at will.
Roleplay amongst yourselves for a bit. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's nice. I can do this. Nubek tries to do the moonwalk again. He does pretty well.
36 counted them
I can
myself.
tell you I've been partying for a long time.
You were partying for like maybe a day.
So long.
Right. It appears that the boons that we were given by Nosferatu were changed to, apart from yours. Well, actually, the boons that we were given by Nosferatu have changed to what I believe he thinks would suit us. I quite enjoy being able to change my size at whim. Although I am going to need to think about trying to change what kind of barbarian I am. Unless there's a size bigger than the biggest. How big can I even get?
Oh,
I
good
still need to
question.
check that.
How many Nubexes will you go into the air?
That is a point.
I'm going to guess 10 Nubexes.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to grow bigger than just 4. Again, how tall is Nubek? Is he like 3 feet?
It's
3
like
feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, 3 foot. 3 foot. Like, Angus just realizing, holy shit, you're small.
Yeah, I am like the Nubex size. That's why I hide in your shadow and I'm on your shoulder.
Hey, just think of it this way, Angerfist.
Angus like turns to Genesis. No, I don't like this. As he grows to be 8'5" again, he does not like having to look up at Genesis.
Nubex
Put
are
it
like,
this way,
look at
Angerfist.
Henry. Henry's tiny. Henry goes around my neck.
Put it this way, Angerfist. You may be able to grow the same size as the giant fuck-off robot.
The problem is,
Point.
the bigger you are, the easier it is for Nubex to hit you. And it's
Yeah, but the
easier
bigger
for
he
Nubex
is,
to
the
hit
easier
you.
it is for him to crush you as well. Don't
I mean,
forget
yeah.
that.
The point is, I'm not going to try and kill either of you unless you do something that either really pisses me off or annoys me. And so far, that hasn't happened. There have been times, as Angerfist looks at you both, there have been times, but I haven't. Let's keep it that way, shall we?
No. This is going to be fun. I love this thing.
Also, Nubek, because Angus just brings the sword in front of your face and revs it that spins. You like the new thing?
Can you shrink so Novix can try it?
I don't think you're like it's the same size as it would have been for a medium creature. I think that is the limit of how small
Oh,
or
okay.
big
So
it
it
can
doesn't.
get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy. It looks good. Novix, like, he just opens his coat again and he's like, oh, I only got daggers. This is a dagger. This is a dagger. This is another one. I have 5.
Oh, right. That last dagger is probably gone now. Unless it was shoved into my bag of holding. But I can't imagine Nosferatu. No, it was No, it was put in the bag of holding along with those robes. So, unfortunate news, Nubek. We will not be getting any reward, really, from dealing with Vampirion, apart from whatever we can get. Apart from, well, you probably getting these hobgoblins to follow you, and me getting whoever the fuck I convinced to help me do something.
So I have a question.
Yes.
It's the red ones we have to get rid of, yes?
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah.
Because
They're,
they're working
from the
with the
sounds
bad
of it
guys?
from Zark, they're on the side of Vampirion. Also, Nubek. Oh, actually, for Zark, Nubek only has normal daggers. Is there something we might be able to outfit him with?
Oh.
Actually, for that matter, neither of you have fucking armor?
No, Novak has never had armor. Not here, anyway. They all got taken. All he's got is a coat and the shirt he came with. And the only reason he has a coat is because he stole it off a dead guy.
Is there maybe some armor that would fit either of them?
We're not
I'm a
really
goblin.
known for our armor. I mean, this shoulder pauldron and glove is from enemies that I've killed.
So,
So-
it looks like you're going to be looting corpses to get. It looks like both of you are going to be looting corpses to scrounge some armor.
So nothing's changed. Gotcha.
I mean, something's changed. You've got bitch-ass weapons.
Yeah.
Apart from Nubek, you
Novak
still
has
have
daggers.
daggers.
Angus
No,
Fist.
but I can hand you we can look at giving you a pistol instead.
Do you even know how to use a gun?
When you use
Is that
a
the thing that I got-
crossbow- when you've used when you use a hand crossbow, they're basically the same thing.
Novix is like, I don't think I've ever used a hand crossbow.
Do you know how to use a crossbow?
Really?
I've used bows.
How long till we have to leave? I need
Better.
I need like an hour, maybe 2.
I mean,
Maybe.
Not
preferably
taking 30 lessons
you
from
guys would stay here for a day.
Oh, in that
Relax,
case,
get
congratulations,
situated.
Nubek. I'm gonna teach you how to use a pistol.
I don't like that.
Anyway,
Oh,
then
back
tomorrow
Nubek.
we would be also talking strategy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Oh yes.
Besides,
Fantastic.
Meta, I have decided the name of the dude with the sky. His name is going to be Jiminy.
Jiminy,
Jiminy
his
Cricket?
last name Cricket.
Yep.
Agreed.
The reason why his last name is Crickets isn't his actual last name, but he makes really bad jokes.
And no one laughs at them. Yes, that was my intention. So it's like everyone either calls him Crickets
You know,
or
I
Jimmy.
find it funny. Nubex and I say cricket right at the end, and then I add on to that. It's just like, oh my god, we're sharing that one brain cell that the D&D community has.
Oh, right. Well, Genesis, you're already aware of this, but you don't know his name. That guard that yelled out to me, his name's Jiminy. Jiminy Crickets. Used to run with a gun.
Genesis, roll us a wisdom saving for what this is happening.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Used to be part of a little gang I ran I ran
One,
back in Port
two,
City before I killed my dad.
Well,
Fuck, I ran that for a long time. Apparently, Corollas tricked the dumb bastard to coming here. I should probably ask who
27?
took over as leader.
27. Okay, so the good news is you rolled high. The bad news is there's a lot of minuses that are going into that. Because scrying, the good news is there's another good news. After doing all the count, it doesn't work.
Surprised he cared
Yep.
enough. I'm
New
surprised he
wisdom
bothered
save.
calling me. I'm surprised he bothered calling me boss, though, due to the fact that
I mean,
I did kind
does he
of.
want to? Does he want to call you anything else?
Yeah, I guess this is just a little bit surprised, given the fact that he did kind of tell them to get fucked as he left.
Yeah. Alright, cool. You hear of Newbeck. You hear within your mind, don't listen to them. That scoundrel stole my gun. He'll steal your stuff too.
You are?
I'm Varg.
You say that out
Hobgoblin.
Ah, you're the red one.
Yes. Don't listen to him. I heard that you were here. I tried to get in contact with one of your associates, but they wouldn't listen to me. Anyway, don't listen to them.
Why?
Newbeck, who are you talking
He betrayed the Red and Purple Alliance. He helped kill the Blues. Don't let him kill us too.
to?
Who were the
Newbeck, who are you
Blues?
talking to?
I'm pretty sure the
Move into
Blues
the
were
conversation.
gobsmade. Better. I'm pretty sure Blues were gobsmade, weren't they?
Yep.
I'm like 80% sure. Nivek's just waiting for confirmation.
Don't let him trick you.
Who were the Blues?
The Blues were the ones at Gobsmead. He helped take them out with the Hollow King.
Nivek's gonna like turn towards the King of the Purples and just see if his face changes when he says Blues.
This is all in your head. No, he's
No, I'm talking
currently
out loud.
he's currently just checking his weapons. Well, his
Okay,
weapon.
there's no
doesn't
change
seem to
in
be a
facial.
change. Yep.
Okay. What?
He's cold, he's calculated, he only wants purples to reign supreme.
What do you want then?
I just want to see goblins freed, and the best way to do that is to work underneath Vampirion.
What did you work underneath?
We get
someone
to be
else?
the law enforcement, and we get to make the rules. How much more free do you want to be?
A lot more free. I want to be the one in charge.
And that's what the purples want.
Okay.
They'll backstab you.
Alright.
Don't listen
So,
to them,
don't-
Newbeck.
So you say don't trust the purples.
Yes.
And you say trust the reds.
Yes, trust us. We're working to make sure that goblins get a fair share. Even if that means that you'll be taking over. We're fine with that.
Alright, I'll think it over.
What's going on? What are you thinking over?
He's talking to someone.
Who's saying that? Is it still in my head or is it
No.
Yeah,
That was Zark.
And then Genesis.
And
have
then
I felt
Genesis.
like the connection drop out?
Yes.
Alright, Zach, you have some things that need explaining.
Right?
Okay, what happened to the blues? The ones that got me.
To my knowledge, the Hollow King got him.
Yes, he did. But you're getting blamed for that.
Who's blaming me?
The Reds.
And who is currently giving you hospitality? Has
Oh,
he
I
shot
knocked
you?
either of them. You
Well,
shot me? What do you mean?
you did shoot him.
Okay, fair.
He's being a sneaky little shit. So it's fair
Let
enough.
me rephrase that. Hasn't tried to kill you with explosives?
That never happened either.
Exactly.
Well,
I didn't try and kill you with any explosives. I got there to save you. Well, not you, but the rest.
just said, well, the Reds did that, so. Hang on, it's purple
And then I
versus
got a
red.
question. Where did you get your gun from?
Took it off a pretty prominent Empyrean officer. This is his shoulder polygon too. Painted it blue myself.
Can I tell like it was red before being painted?
You can see if you look in NPCs, you'll see.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Whoa. Alright, well, that's fine. I was just asking. I knew about the Blues. I was with the Blues. That's probably the reason the Blues died.
Nah, you think?
Anyway,
Well, you guys left me, so I was me in the Blues, and then
who was accusing
the
you
Hollow
again?
Dude came. Who was accusing him?
Yes, who was accusing me?
Who else? The Reds.
How did
A
they
couple of
contact you?
dirty red.
They. I know what the spell is. Would I or wouldn't I?
Roll an arcana check.
Okay.
Whenever
I'd
you
like
ask
to
me-
roll one third.
Okay, I could do that.
Talks.
What?
Can I roll one as well?
Sure.
33.
Nice. Good work.
It was scrying.
It's a scrying, you know, when they look at you from a distance.
He pulls out a little black box with a small rod on it. We've been breached. Lockdown, lockdown, lockdown.
He's not here. The scrying works from a distance.
As
It's
you
like
hear-
very, very far away.
Yes, but if he knows you're here, how did he know you were here? How does he know any of you are here?
I don't know how he knows we're here.
So that's what that tingling feeling was a second ago.
So you're the one he tried to contact first.
Dumbass.
This isn't good. They know you're here. That means they're gonna send something big here.
Why is that? They said for me not to trust you, and that's about it.
Or you can trust or not trust me, all you like. But I just gave your friends weapons. I wouldn't have given them weapons if I was the bad guy.
I was saying they told me not to trust you. I don't really care right now. All I know is that for one of the groups to come with me, it's a lot easier for your group because you have no one really in charge besides you. Rather than the red group that has a lot of people in charge of them.
I would
So
like
it's
to
easier
walk,
for me to get rid of the red group and keep the blue group. Well, purple group.
I'd like to walk out of the armory and head for somewhere high and start looking for an enemy.
And for once, Novak, we've actually found a group of goblins with the same skin color as you.
Except we're
I don't-
hobgoblins.
I don't have purple skin.
There's goblins here.
And no, they're grey, aren't you? You're grey, right?
Yeah, I'm grey.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were purple.
No, I just look purple with all the blood and the red eyes and the crazy. No, I look nothing like purple. I'm a grey.
Okay, then, never mind what I just said.
It's cool. So,
I'm gonna like.
Genesis, you look out and you don't see anything.
You know what?
Notice use of my time. I walk in, grab Nubex. I'm teaching you how to use a pistol.
Too easy. Docs, can I get that name? Like those two names again?
Zark and Vark.
Zark is the one with us. Zark is the one with us. Vark is the other one. Yes.
Yep. Zark is the one helping you. Vark is a Varkin asshole.
Yep.
He's also a Varkin liar too.
Yeah, I thought so.
Merely the DM's own opinion.
Yeah, merely on my own opinion, which you could or could not trust depending on how you want.
As I said, it's easier for me to help the purples than it is to help the reds.
So, Ingefis, what are you doing? The place is in lockdown.
That is a
You can
good
You
question.
can hear the whirring of something loud that seems to pick up and drop in pitch.
That sound is annoying.
I apologize, but we need to have those so that everyone knows. It will be off in a minute.
Right. Well, so long as it's off in time for Istal to get here to collect his bodies.
Estelle's coming? Alright, yeah, sorry, I forgot that was happening.
You were there.
Wait, who is Estelle?
Oh, right, yeah. That's Richard's assassin. No longer Richard's assassin because Richard is dead.
What?
Kinda set fire to him.
Oh,
Yeah, he caught a very sudden case of being on fire, which killed him.
righto.
For that matter, Count Peter is also dead. Rolnum completely demolished him. Then Newbeck here destroyed the cloud.
You let him live?
Yeah.
That's a scary motherfucker. Is he on your side?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Reminds me, Newbeck. Please tell.
I'm getting dragged away.
How? I've moved you like 10 feet to the firing range.
Nivix is
That's
just
with
saying, I'm getting
unpaid.
dragged to my death.
Every
What?
time you go to walk
If you
over
have
to
the
firing
sending stone
range,
connected to the orcs, please tell them to inform Throlnum that we are in Arnold's territory. That has now become Vampirion's territory. Also,
Hey.
tell them that I am back in my original body.
You can do this.
oh, speaking of which, let's go outside. I want to see how big it can get.
No! Genesis, that way,
Oh,
other way,
yeah.
this side. Him, big, please.
it's just the second we both hear that, Nubex, Genesis is just like, oh, we have to see this.
And Nivix just went like little kid mode, pointing at like you know how you see like someone you like when you're a little kid. You're like, yeah, happy and like pointing
So
in
like
the
I
direction.
was a couple
The
minutes ago.
sirens finally
Yeah.
finish as you guys exit, and
I
Joe, you
relay the
take
message.
center stage. Well, Angfis, you take center stage.
Doc, I will
Angus
relay the
stretches.
message as we're going over there.
Rightio.
Agathis stretches and begins to grow.
You reach the height of 15 feet. This is much larger than you have been so far.
Bigger.
You push yourself to the height of 25 feet, to the same, almost the same height as
As
Thornum
Thornum.
was. Thornum was 27 feet, so you push yourself a little higher to get to Thornum's size.
Thronon was 9.
I can now throw down. With him. The same footing. Good.
Nivix said that you'd grow 10 Nivixes, but you didn't seem to make it.
Bigger.
As you push yourself bigger, you reach to a height unbeknownst that you have not seen a creature get to. As you reach 50 feet.
That's nearly like Nuvex is like looking up, trying to count how many Nuvexes that would be.
As you can hear from below, that's a massive git.
Yeah.
Do you try and grow any larger? The courtyard might be able to take a little more.
He'll attempt to get to this to see how big he can get with this courtyard. He's quickly realizing that, yeah, if I want to see the actual limits of this, I should not be in a city.
As you reach 70 feet tall,
Nuvex is still staring out, counting. He's like, "No, I was so close." Didn't use counting.
The bastard's over 10 times my height. Nice.
How large is like his like feet? Would it be like
well, let's just say that he could squish the entire team under his boot now.
okay?
There's a reason why he's not lifting his feet, because there's no guarantee he'll put them back exactly where they were.
Nuvex is going to start climbing Mount Angerfist.
Roll us a wisdom saving throw, Troy.
Okay. That's a 4.
This is not natural. This is too big. Do you start shrinking, or do you start freaking out?
Angerfist will start shrinking with the thoughts like, we'll need to build up to that.
As you grow smaller, without knowing, you grow even smaller than Nubek. As you find yourself the size of a rat.
Nuvex is going to pick him up.
Would you like to... Alright, Troy, would you like to be picked up?
The biggest thing is that he's still holding the fucking sword. So it's just like
Yeah.
this rat-sized Angerfist holding this fucking great sword that's got like a sword things on it. It's like,
That is essentially the same size as Genesis now. It's like, how the fuck?
Nuvex is going to try to pick you up and put you on his shoulder.
Do you accept this, Troy?
the hell?
If not, you should roll an athletics check to stop that.
Well, Nubex can't, because he has to lift Angerfist and the Greatsword.
Angerfist
only-
will attempt
He...
that.
Alright.
37.
Alright, let's see if
Would I
you
have to roll
can...
against that?
You have to get an... You gotta roll an athletics check against that.
I can't beat that.
Just roll. There's a chance you might get a crit. You are proficient.
It's like you go to reach for
So
it,
you
and
go
Angerfist
to
just like
reach
grab
as he
you by your
picks you
finger.
up. You're
No.
picked up by a tiny Angerfist.
I don't know if I should be shocked or surprised. Nuvex is just like dangling midair, like staring at you, you holding him by a finger.
As you regrow to your natural height. It takes
That's
some
going to
adjusting.
require some- Yes, that's going to take some getting used to.
Can you let go of
You
my finger
realize
now?
You realize that now
I-
we can artillery strike you into the middle of a city, right?
Technically, you could artillery strike me into a city before. You just
No,
need
but
someone
you-
strong enough.
Nuvex
No,
will
if
put
you
you in
shrink
his
down to that size and I fire you when you're holding onto an arrow.
Oh, Nuvex will put you in his pocket when he steals, and then I have an invisible man in my pocket, and I throw you at people. I think that's a good
True.
idea.
However, I am going to need some time getting used to being able to change my size to something that small or something that big.
Get yourselves comfortable.
Hell, I felt like I could probably grow bigger, but I don't think this courtyard would have survived.
If you need to get any bigger, you can just go outside and just go down into the valleys.
Yes. Might need to do that because it felt rather unnatural being that size. I'm going to need to get used to it.
Rory,
Another time, maybe.
roll us another wisdom saving throw. Unless, of course, you wish to fail.
I fail anyway.
Huh? Feel like someone's watching you. As you hear in your mind, oh no, not another one. Why has it always got to be the dual-wielding greatsword creatures?
Anguthus would reply back with his mind, for your information, I cannot dual-wield these things effectively.
I can't dual wield them.
I'm
Oh,
assuming.
thank God. That means that this will be easy.
I am assuming that you're the leader of Vampirion.
Yes. Jackto's the name.
Anguthus.
I would very much appreciate it if you guys just let me do my thing and not interrupt me.
Yeah, see, kinda need to if we want to go back to where we want to be.
Do you?
Unless you want to come with.
I mean, I could
Give up the resources of this
get
place and get the
you-
resources.
I could get you into the theater of war, and then as long as you are strong enough, you could all get out of the theater of war and back to where you come from.
Conversely, you could agree to submit to us, even if it is just temporarily, come to the material plane and pillage the resources there for I believe it was Mal.
Wait, is that
Material
what you're
plane
getting
doesn't
at?
have the abyssal material needed.
That is true.
Troy, is it getting sent to Mal?
Anguthus this is all in Anguthus' mind. So as far as you guys are aware, Anguthus is just like his mind is just like trying to wrap his head around the fact that he can grow really big or really small.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just asking, like, out of character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is 100% getting sent to Mal. Mal is
Yeah.
doing whatever the fuck he wants with this.
Oh no, it's not. It's not going to Mal.
Hmm.
It's going to the theater of war to make weapons for those who fight for Mal's honor.
Okay,
That makes sense.
for his armies.
For his armies, yep. The armies that have proved themselves that are in certain traditions. Look, I'm not going to submit to another dual-wielding greatsword user. I'm already kind of in debt to one of them for resurrecting me. Because he thought that I'd be great for logistics.
Oh, well, I don't exactly know too much about Mal. All I know is that he is absolutely fucking massive.
I can tell you that he won't take kindly to me changing my allegiance, nor will he take kindly for you trying to take my allegiance. So we'll just sweep that under the rug and pretend that didn't happen. Unless, of course, you're still going to try and kill me, then you'll have Mal against you. Maybe. Depending how much Mal wants you in their group.
At this point, I'm more interested in you just kicking you off of this place and sending you back to the theater of war. I figure that'll get the job done. The prick that runs this place once.
Right. Well, if you want to do that, first, you're going to want to go to Heaven's Reach and stop the mining operation there. Which will cause some egregious things to happen for me, and I'll have to allocate resources. That's all I'm going to give you as a kindness.
Appreciate it.
If you make your way to Castle Arnold now, I'm not sure how easy you'll have of a time getting rid of me.
Yeah, I've found that dealing with the people in charge of these areas is a lot more. Is both easier and slightly more enjoyable after fucking up whatever the fuck it is that they're trying to do. Running.
Well, all I know is that Arnold was running what looks to be a war campaign, and he basically ran this place into the ground.
Yeah, doesn't sound too bright. No wonder someone like you took over.
Seems like your second in command was the one pulling most of the strings.
Well, then I guess you're welcome. I hired the guy that killed him.
That's good. And I killed the guy that you hired. 50
Yeah,
times, I think.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway,
Well then, until I inevitably put you back to the theater of war.
yep. Or until I inevitably end up causing you mass misery and putting you in such a deep depressive state that you end up not wanting to fight back.
Unless you somehow manage to turn me back into a fucking magic user, I doubt you're going to do that.
Sounds like a great idea. I'll have my men look into that.
Agatha would laugh out loud and in his mind.
As they then say, anyway, good luck as you feel the
And
thing
you.
drop.
So, we're going to be going to Heaven's, what's it called again? Heaven's Reach? Yeah, Heaven's Reach. And fucking up a mining operation.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That sounds like a very deep and dark tunnel. Nubek is very good at deep and dark tunnels.
I know. Oh, right, yeah. You're probably wondering why I laughed out loud, aren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, so I just spoke to the guy in charge of Vampirian. Goes by Jack Toe. Apparently, Mal, the giant-ass robot-looking thing that's in charge of the Theater of War, brought him back from the dead. Then he found his way here.
Alright.
So, I'd rather not have have something that is, clearly as powerful as Mal, wanting to fucking kill us. So we're going to be royal pains in the asses to Jackto and force him back.
Alright. That is very easy to follow.
And that will, as Angus would turn to Zark, that will actually include more than likely include killing the red hobgoblins.
Well, you don't need to kill all of them, but we can, as long as we can kill most of them to make them not a threat, then we're good.
Hey, by the sounds of it, if you can make them not a threat, Nubek, you might be able to get them to follow under you as, like, slaves or some shit.
Nubek has never considered slaves. Nubek can get
Alright.
slaves?
Alright, bottom tier workers then.
No, Nubek never knew slaves existed.
Then how the fuck did you get your goblins to work in your mints?
I paid them.
No, where did you get them from?
Where?
Yeah.
I hired them.
From who?
I went to the towns over and put up flyers and looking for work, working at the mint. I did it in Benderville.
Huh. I honestly thought you would have skipped all of that and just asked Jimus whether he could have gotten you some goblin slaves.
Gymnasts know how to get slaves?
Yes.
Nubex was never told how to get slaves.
Okay.
He knew gymnasts had slaves, but he was never told how to get them because gymnasts refused to tell him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like a couple of drow or some shit in the black market that sold slaves.
Oh my god.
Well,
We
as
could
far
have
as
had more workers and less. Ah.
well, as riveting as this conversation is, Nubex, you have some training to do.
Fine. Mr. Purple Goblin Man, or Hobgoblin Man. Do you have like a rapier or like a short sword that I could use if we're going into the mines?
Can you not? Wait, you don't. Of course, you don't know how to use a crossbow, so you wouldn't know how to use it effectively. I'll teach you that too.
Yes, but I want something that doesn't go bang. You know, something very very quiet, so I can slit throats.
Well, they
without
don't really go.
hearing me.
They don't really go bang. They go more pew.
Oh, kill. Novix likes very quiet weapons, so when he is sneaky, he does not get seen because something goes pew when Novix kills someone.
Well, then why don't you just hide between
What?
shots?
Novix what between shots?
Why don't you just hide between shots then?
Yeah, but then Novik doesn't surprise them because they know that someone's there because something went pew down the other side of the hallway.
Yeah, but they don't know where you are.
But that doesn't matter. They're still ready for me. Novik would rather get very sneaky, go up behind them, stab them in the back of the knee, then stab them in the neck, and then go to the next person. Because then they don't make big loud noise when they fall on the ground. It's just a little, when they hit, you know, a little thumpy noise.
I can turn into this. Agathis, I can turn to the size of a fucking rat.
Yes.
Nubek, seeing as I can turn into the size of a rat, does that mean you'd be able to carry me whenever you go fucking stealth, like a pocket or something?
Said this before.
Meta, I thought you said that meta.
No, I said this out loud.
Okay, Agathis was not paying attention to when you said that.
Use his Nubex voice.
I was saying that when you were like very small.
Okay, Agathis was not paying attention to that. There was a goblin hand coming towards him that he needed to lift.
Yeah, Nick was saying it as he was doing that.
That's going to make, from
Yes.
here on, that's going to make significant difference in the stealth
Yes.
operations.
And I can grab you in my hand and throw you, and then you can grow larger and punch things. You don't even need to grow larger. You can say small and punch things, and then they won't know that you're tiny, but you still do big damage.
Is your internet going fucky talks?
What?
I was asking if your internet went fucky because you like disappeared from the Roll20.
Oh no, that's because I'm quickly doing something.
Okay.
That is why we have time to talk. Aha.
Yeah. Depending on how quickly I'd be able to put my weapon into bags, that'll actually raise the question as to whether the bags of holding will be able to shrink and grow with me as well. Bag of holding can grow. I wonder if a bag of holding can grow with me. What the fuck will I be able to stick into it for that?
You could
Anything,
stick
everything.
Hey, wait. If I can grow, depending on how tall I can grow, do you just want to go stealing banks?
Yes. Novix likes this idea. He has multiple banks that we can steal from.
I don't like these D100s.
Yep.
We can definitely do that. You could also have Novix move so much land. So much.
Yeah.
You could flatten areas for farming. You could move mountains and make new mountains. And you can help dig giant ponds.
Newbeck,
Yes,
just remember, if I find it boring, I'm more than likely not going to do it.
I will pay you in alcohol.
Alcohol's nice. And reminds me, I'm going to need to get paid by you.
Okay, so the legendary weapon earned by Jackto has been fully made.
Oh, okay.
This weapon is
It's a thing.
Interesting.
no. The 1d10 at the bottom was how long it takes to charge a single shot.
Fuck.
The 85 divided by 4 is how many shots it has.
The 80 divided by 4.
No, the 85.
Oh
'cause
no,
it's a
you added
5
the 5 to it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
divided by 4. The d6 is the die type of damage, and the d10 that was at the top is how many die of damage.
Where
So
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
D3. No, D4.
So
D8. 10 D8.
10d8 damage, and it has 21 shots and recharges 1 shot per round.
Fuck. It's a Gatling gun.
No, it's a pistol. Called the core.
It should be a goddamn Gatling gun.
I mean, for the first shot, yes. For the
it is, Ryan. It's the Infinity Pistol.
Fuck, it is.
Ah, can't be the thing.
It effectively is. No, actually, you're right. It's too powerful.
Because he shoots like he'll most likely shoot more than 1 bullet per round.
Yeah,
So it is guaranteed to run out of ammo.
yeah.
Now the fun fact is there is a way to get an even more powerful version than that. If you were to say, if you got both 100s on the D100s, then you would have gotten 50 shots, and there's a chance to get that take the D8 to a D10, a D12, or a D20. Along with the dividing, going straight down to divided by 1, which means it doesn't divide, so that's 200 rounds. Recharging on 1 round to get 1 back. Dealing 10d20 damage. All of that was randomized. However, the plus that was prefixed is there. The prefix is there. There's a reason why it's called the core.
Okay, just as a quick thing, the design, I know it's not going to look like that due to Hero Forge, but hearing like it has 21 shots, it's going to shoot it more than once around. I just picture a synergy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Then I guess it would be a synergy core, but in this case it's called the core.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if it's like because it's technically a legendary, it would have its own like special name and stuff.
Yep, called the core because it has +4 stabilization on it.
Yep. It's
And
just
the way
all
that was the way that works is that there's a prefix on certain weapons. How I can find out what it is firstly I roll this number. That was in GR. Whoops. So I rolled this. That -3. If it goes below 0, nothing happens. But if it goes above, if it's like 1, 2, or 3, that's the plus it is. So you have a higher chance of not getting a plus than you do of getting a plus.
Nice.
And if it is to get to the point where it is a +3, then you roll this, and if it comes up as a 2, then you get a +1 to it, which makes it a stabilized.
cool.
Anyway, he's going to be pure damage.
As he was in the theater of war.
Yep, some things never change.
He has not learned his lesson.
As he has like a 2 AC.
He may or may not have that shield again as well.
Yeah.
He might even have maybe say even worse a bee shield.
Oh God. Please,
Imagine.
no. I know it's Hyperion, but no.
Vampirian.
Yeah, I know it would be Vampirion, but please, no. Oh, it's not going to be called the Bee Shield, it's going to be called the Mosquito.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Mosquito. Instead of taking health, though, instead when he hits, he actually Vampirians that he gets vampire sort of thing, and gets health back.
Oh, God.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
I hope it is a quick answer. What's the base shield again?
It gives you crits when you have full shields.
Okay.
Now imagine him
Doesn't-
having full shields and just shooting you guys from a distance.
It doesn't give you crits, it just gives you shitloads of damage and never takes away from the shield.
Yeah, but let's just round that up to it will just
Putting
give
it
you
into-
crits.
Yeah, putting it into the perspective of D&D, yeah, crits.
Yeah,
Without
crits.
taking away from the shield.
So as long as he can hit you, it'll be a
Jesus.
crit.
Mhm.
What have you done, Troy?
Okay, so what you're
You're
telling me,
welcome.
I need
Fuck
to spot
you.
him before he spots us and immediately put a round in him.
Yep. But that might not be the shield he has. He might have a different shield. He might not even have a shield this time.
As long as he doesn't have like 2 or 3 shields, I'd be happy.
No, let's just roll what level shield he'll have, shall we?
There's like 2 or 3 shields that'd be really bad for us.
Don't.
The freaking one that takes ammunition. That would be a bad one.
The sham, that's only bad. That's only bad
Fuck you,
against
Joe.
you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Still.
so he has a... oh, I did that wrong. Okay, cool. So he has a +3 shield so far.
Okay.
So it's gonna be something big.
Oh. Unfortunately, like I really want to talk about the kinds of shields that would be really bad for us if he had. Because there are 3 besides the one that we've just talked about. There are like 3 shields that'd be absolutely horrendous for us. One is more horrendous for against Genesis because I am melee and Nubek is also melee, but I could also see it being spun that it will also work with for against melee. Oh. 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 Oh god, those shields would absolutely fuck us. One would be less, but and before he just runs around with the vampire version of the fabled tortoise with it depleted all the times and he's fast as fuck.
Nah, he's just got like the joke's on you. He actually has a rainbow weapon, and he's got all the rainbow stuff.
And FFS and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, if he had. See, the issue is there's only one really good FFS. No, there are 2. There are, in fact, 2. They're both to kind of get. One you can only get one of per playthrough, I think, or it's either per character. There's only one good version of it, though. The other, you need to kill a raid boss, and there's many good versions of it, and it does a stupid amount of fucking damage. Man, we're in this area. I can't use any of my like real knowledge of the of what this area is like in this area.
Nope. None whatsoever.
Because Angerfist don't know shit about this. Oh. So I'm assuming we're resting for a few days before we're going to go and buck
It
up
would-
Heaven's
it would be-
Reach.
They would be heavily implying that they want to like have a group meeting.
Yeah, and Angus is
First.
fine with that. There's also the
So,
fact that Genesis seems hell bent on teaching Nubek how to use a gun.
Well,
you can
it
still
depends.
stealth with a gun.
Yeah, I know, but I want both options.
You can still have both
Upgrading.
options.
I was asking. That's why I was asking if you had a rapier, but you weren't here.
Oh no, he does. No, they don't have any melee weapons like that.
Do they have
Best
a
they have
dagger?
is a sword. But he already has daggers, and there's no like upgraded daggers.
Do they have a short sword?
They do have a short sword.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
Would you like? Let me just roll the stats for that, shall I?
dang it!
Yes, please.
How the fuck are you gonna be able to use
Oh,
that
it's a
with
plus
stealth?
3.
Oh damn! It's better than mine.
Do they
In
have
the plus.
multiple? Oh no, we're only allowed to have the one weapon. Damn.
I would also consider that they'd only have one, given that they only had one axe. So what?
It's a 5D something.
Ah,
The 5D6.
It sounds very nice.
really quick. I'm gonna see what that would be compared to rolling 48, which is what Angerfist has.
20 damage.
On
as opposed to
average.
48, which is 20 damage as well.
Oh, okay, so they're the same. Cool.
They're the same, except they get a plus 3.
Yeah, which is just one more than me, but I have a higher strength. I'm pretty sure I have a higher strength than Nubek has
Oh, yeah.
Dex.
What's
You
your
will
strength?
need to sign
8.
a
I have an
contract, though, to use it.
Will I still be able to get a gun as well?
No.
No.
Not even a basic gun.
No. Again, just steal one off of the people you
I
kill.
will. I
Can you
plan
imagine,
on-
though, stealing from the first person you're killing, you get a plus 3, and it's already better than the core that the other dude has?
Angerfist is really.
You pick up a rocket. Oh, Angerfist picks up a rocket launcher.
Mhm. And you know exactly the kind of rocket launcher I'm thinking of.
Alright, so let's say you picked up a rocket launcher. It's a plus 2. It deals 5d.
I will be taking the.
It deals 5d12 as it doesn't do d4s. So it's d6, it's
Yeah.
d6, d8, d10, and d12. Oh, sorry. No, it's d6, d10, and d12. No, d8, d10, d12. There we go.
Yeah.
And how long does it take to recharge? Oh, how many shots does it have? 2 shots.
2. So it's a Torg.
Recharges in 2 rounds.
no, it is exactly a Torg.
So 5d12, and it recharges every. Oh, jeez. Okay. Anyway, if only.
If only, yeah.
What do you think about this little system I have?
I like it. I really like
It
this
can
system.
give you some absolutely bad stuff, and then even.
But it can also give you some absolute bullshit stuff.
Yeah. So
Can't
that-
wait until
it does-
until shields are brought in.
it does a 5d6. You said.
No, 5d12 if this existed.
His short
5d12.
sword.
No.
Oh, the
Short
let me
sword.
send you. Let me send you it.
Now remember, it is pronounced sword.
Ah, sword.
Yes. I just call mine sword because it's easier. Mine is a great sword.
Okay, that is fine. And I can use dexterity because it's a short sword.
Yes, finesse.
Yes. Which is
Somehow. Which makes absolutely no sense, seeing as it's a mixture between a fucking chainsaw and a
The
sword.
thing is that that thing couldn't go above a d6, and they happened to roll.
Ah, okay, yeah.
which is a
The
14
best. Yep.
to my. Oh no, because it's a +3 that goes up more. That goes up to a 17, and then damage type you get at +3 as well.
Okay, so your, it sounds of it, Novak, your dexterity is a +8 as well, isn't it?
It is, my friend.
Okay, so you're as dexterous as Zangerfist is strong.
Yes. And when I have my
Right.
belt
So-
back, I am strong as well as dexterous.
Before we end off this day, the
Oh, it's getting late.
a individual comes up to you. Hey, all of you, listen to me. I have something cool to show you.
Alright.
Alright. Is it a purple goblin that we've seen before?
No, it
Okay.
is actually a very rare now goblin, which is tan, as most, if not
Oh yeah, all of
tan
them were
goblins
killed.
were killed. As he pulls his cloak, and you can see these weird boxy-like contraptions. These are shields. If you can give me something I want, I'll get you these.
What do you want?
What the hell do they do?
Well, if they're anything like the spell shield, good shit.
Oh yes, they're like that.
They're very useful then.
Alright, then what would you want?
That. And that. And those. As he points to your +3 great sword, to the crossbolts and picture
And the
of
tag.
a axe. All those, and I give you the shields.
How are we sure that the quality of the shields will match up to these items, though?
You know, but you
Strictly
need
speaking.
protection.
I like my weapon.
There's a very easy way to test this. I'll take one. I'll take one from you. I'll hand over the bolts.
Right, so you hand over the bolts. He'll pull out a shield. Now,
Do they
let's see.
require attunement?
They do.
Okay. Is it just instantaneous, or do I have to wait 10 minutes?
We're about to find out how good this is, so just give me a sec. You're getting a +1 shield, so that's going to give you a +1 to your AC.
Okay.
If
Oh, damn.
Alright. Cool, so make that a +4 shield.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, so this shield can take 10 hits before it deactivates. You have a +4 to your AC for 10 hits. So write that down.
+4 to my AC for 10 hits.
Yep. As it is only a +1, it only got the prefixes and the thing. If you get a +2, then it gets more stuff, and if you get a +3, it gets even more stuff. With the chance to make it a +4 because, you know, there's a chance.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fuck it, Anguthus is going to be using the sword anyway. He has no real intention of trying to dual wield heavy weapons at the moment.
Alright, so you hand it off.
Yeah,
You get a +1 as well.
damn.
Make that a +5. And it will last for 6 hits.
Damn. Nice.
You basically get shield for 6 hits.
Yeah.
He pointed at the sword that Nuvix has. Yes.
Oh, I forgot to check when both of yours recharged. First one is going to Angerfist. Yours recharges in 10 rounds after not being hit. As to Wolf, yours recharges in 8 rounds after not being hit.
Okay.
If you get hit, it resets the counter.
So, recharges after 10 rounds of not being hit.
Yep. You know, usually 10 means good, but in this case it means very bad.
Yeah.
Fox, the item he pointed out was Nuvex's sword. Yeah.
No,
The new one.
no, it was
Okay.
the axe for Axe Death. You have
The
nothing
issue
that he
is-
wants. Unless, of course, you can present something that he could have, and then he'll give you a shield too.
Nuvex pulls out his decanter of endless water,
Alright,
takes a drink, and looks at him when he does it.
alright.
Any change?
Nope.
Okay. That's all
Well-
he has. That's sort of magical.
All
on
it is a canteen in that case.
As far as the dude's away, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know it's a decanter of endless water. He's a shield
Angerfist-
salesman, not a
Yeah.
magic salesman.
Anguthus would go grab Axe Death's +3 axe and hand it over.
Alright, so
If the
Let's
shield
see
is
what-
better,
let's
if the
see
shield
what
is better,
Axe
Anguthus
Death-
is using it.
let's see what Axe Death gets. A +3 shield. So the first prefixes, alright, becomes a plus.
Ugh.
It's a +4. Let's see if it gets the slash R1 E2. Oh,
Damn.
no, it doesn't. So it's not a legendary, but it's good. It's a
Yeah.
+3. It has its recharge is so that would be a 1. It recharges after not being hit for 1 round.
Ooh.
It's a plus, what is it? +4. Recharges at 1 round. And the other prefix it gets.
Damn, I should use my damn. Should I use my Dive Destiny to make this as good as it possibly can?
And then take it.
Oh, that's the intention.
Alright.
Sure, why the hell not?
You gain 1 damage resist, so you can take 1 damage off any hit until the shield depletes.
Yeah, that does technically make it better than mine, even though mine is a 5 recharge. That's actually, yeah, that's significantly better than mine. Because it recharges after 1 round instead of 10.
Instead of 10. It might only be
Yeah.
a +4, but it also has this thing where, oh, hang on, I didn't check how many round. Oh, let me just fix that. How many how many hits does it last for?
Mm,
4.
4.
4 hits.
Oh, so takes less hits.
Recharges every other round.
Meta. Are we going? The real question is, are we going to be able to keep these shields once we leave this place? And the next thing is, do I ask you? Could I use my Die of Destiny to make this as good as it possibly can be?
You have one of those answers.
Pardon?
Choose wisely. I'll let you have one of those answers. Choose wisely.
It is more prevalent to, in my opinion, is more prevalent to know whether we're going to be able to keep these things after we leave, like when we leave.
It really
I'm fine
depends
with-
how good you can pitch your case.
It's the case to keep them out when we leave.
Yes.
I mean, they're not technically rewards or money.
Not rewards or money. But will they work outside of this realm?
That is a good point.
As these are based off abyssal technology.
Yeah. On that basis, I will not use my Die of Destiny to make these things as best as
Would
it
you
possibly
like to
can
know
be.
what it could have been if it was best as it possibly could be?
Yes, it's going to make me sad, but yes.
It would have been a plus 12. Firstly. Secondly, it would have recharged the same amount of
Mhm.
after not getting hit for 1 round. It would have been a 8 damage resist. And it would have lasted 14 to 15 hits.
Damn.
And that 8 could really change. Like, someone could shoot you with a 1d10 plus 3, and they'll get a 13, and then it'll go to 5, and then it'll go to 2.
Yeah. It would not go to 2 because I do not resist force damage.
Yeah, but if it was a regular weapon, like melee.
True.
Because remember, other melees
Yeah.
exist. Oh, and if you can pitch the case to allow it to be kept in the real world, will be something that you can do later on outside of the game.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to be using this one.
Remember to type down the one you're using and have the other one in hand so you can give to...
Yeah.
Phil.
I've already written down the one that other one. So this new one is, I'm going to type it down as better shields, so then I
New
know which
deck.
one to send to.
How are you making your case?
Shield. That is a +4.
After taking my drink,
See.
I'm going to turn it upside down and use like the fountain ability, I believe it's called. I'm trying to find my little cards for it, but
Resist.
I cannot find
Is the
them.
one damage resist to all damage?
Yes. You take 1 less damage from all sources.
To all damage. Recharges.
I'm not sure what my little cards are, but I'm pretty sure it's called fountain.
Wait, hang on. +3, I did that. Oh, shit! I didn't do the other thing that it does. Hang on.
4 hits.
There's one more thing that it does.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So is that... Well, shields are depleted. deal 1 extra damage.
Ooh.
Well, shields, I find it interesting.
Oh,
While shields are not depleted, take 1 less damage. When shields are depleted, deal more damage.
nice. I should actually type that up here, where I am going to remember.
I'm gonna like tip the decanter in this water upside down and use fountain, which reduces 5 gallons. Oh, yeah, 5 gallons of water. And then 6 seconds later, I'm going to do it again.
Meta, I just like the fact that like you guys see Angus hand over his his +3 great sword, gets a shield, looks it over, finds out what it does, grabs axe, hands it over, gets another shield, looks it over, finds out what it does, and uses that one.
I know.
Yeah. Now, had you used the Die of Destiny, there would have been another thing. Well, that would have become a +6, and it would
Yeah.
have gotten a extra +1 to it, so it would have been a 13 shield, and it would have been given a unique property.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I was tempted, but on the off chance that these won't work outside of this place, like I could make a case as to why they
Well,
could potentially work.
well,
But that's technical, like meta future knowledge.
I had to go to the toilet at the time, but if you made that, if there was something that you didn't realize is the fact that Genesis is going to start speccing into Artificer. He could just
I don't know that.
modify it.
I don't know that.
That's why I was saying meta. You know that,
I didn't until then.
right? I've been talking about it all week.
No, you've been umming and ahhing about it all week.
Same thing.
Alright, well, I think that's where I'm going to end the session, unless Newbeck wants to make a real big pitch about what the fuck the thing is he's got.
I have it upside down. I'm using fountain, which produces 5 gallons of water every.
Roll
6
to
seconds.
strength. Saving throw.
It's only 5 gallons, so it's not extremely.
Roll us a strength saving throw. I think you're forgetting how big 5 gallons is.
Yeah, coming out of a very small nozzle.
21.
21. Alright.
Angus would tell the shield salesman, that thing is a decanter of endless water. Basically, you will never run out of water as long as you have that. You can use it to.
Enough for me. Hand over.
Nubix hands it over.
He hands you a shield.
Reluctantly.
Alright. Let's see what you get.
Let us see.
You get a regular ass shield with 0, so let's see if the prefixes will fix that. It's a +2, +5,
Ooh, nice.
+7.
Nice.
It's a +7.
Okay.
It will last for 4 rounds, or 4 hits, should I say. And it will take 7 rounds to recharge.
Okay. I can work with that.
Angus will not ask if he can use that one because the one he got for Access Axe he believes is still better.
So
Yeah, well, when
if
it's taking a lot longer and can only be hit 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whilst it can be hit the same amount of times the shield is currently using, but the shield that he will currently be using gives more benefits. And it recharges after 1 round of not being hit. That's fucking great.
It really is.
So it's a +7 to armor, can be hit 4 times and recharges every 7 rounds.
Yes.
Yep.
As long as it's outside of as long as you haven't been hit.
Yeah.
That is where I shall end the session.